Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Oh, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing, man? What is going on? Oh, we got a lot to talk about today, guys. We got a lot. What's going on? Let's see. Miss Fortune, how you doing? Mike, Lexi, TJ, Larry, Jennifer, Nicole. I'm just going to say Moosey because I know he probably going to be in here at some point. Informant, Constance, Malik, Janae, Days Gaming. What's going on? Watts and Omizi would be a good collab on a live stream. You aren't the only person to have said that. Like, a lot of people would want me to collab with Omizi, but I'm like, people do not understand how not saying that this is about you specifically, because it's not, but some people don't understand, like, as to why I usually don't collaborate with other streamers. It's not that I don't want to. Like, I try. It's hard. It is very hard, man. What's up, Albert? How you doing? Jasmine, Karen, what's going on? Or Karan, whatever. My bad if I pronounce your name wrong. Saucy, Jeremiah. Oh, he doesn't stream that often. I mean, then yeah, obviously it wouldn't be a good fit. I mean, if there was a chance, then I mean, I'd be down. If he was interested, I would be down, but it would just have to make sense. I also don't want to work with somebody just for the sake of working for somebody. And I'll be honest, like, if him and I did something together, it would benefit me way more than it would benefit him because I have a smaller following. What's going on, Lamar? What's good, Chris? But yeah, I would love to do more collabs, man. I would really love to. It's hard. And also, when I try to reach out to people sometimes, people just don't hit me back. Like, people just do not hit me back. Yes, John A., we are going to watch a Ball Buster video. I actually, now that you mention that, there was one that I saved specifically just for you. Just for you. Since you have such a good memory. I totally forgot I said we were going to do that. But we are going to go over one today. And it's gay. There isn't any other way that I can describe it. It's pretty gay. It's one of the gayest things I've seen. Let's see here. Watts should collab with Myron so he can get demonetized. Nah, bro. I never. Why? Nah, I'm straight. Said, trust, one day people are going to be flooding your email/inbox to collab with you. Hope so. I really do. There are some people that I want to work with, but I just, like, I'll collab with Logix. If you guys do not know who Logix is, make sure that you check out his YouTube channel. It's like space Logix. He gets really good commentary. I collab with him, and I really want to do something with Random University, and I need to hit him back. I'm actually going to do that tomorrow because there is a specific video that I was working on that I wanted him to be a part of, and I know he would be, like, great at it. So yeah, I'm gonna hit him back. But I put a pause on working on the video because of, well, work, and I've been putting a lot of editing behind it, essentially. Yo, what's good, Lamar? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. You said after MTR said he haven't been in a relationship in over 20 years, I unsubbed quick. Look, man, a lot of these guys that give relationship advice, they haven't been in relationships. It's the weirdest thing. I find it weird. Yep. Culture Kings. Yep. You said what kind of collabs would I do? I mean, anything. If it's a debate, I'm down for literally anything. If it's a good opportunity, like, I'll even work with somebody in person. And no, Nicole, not no damn physical collab. MTR is mediocre tutorials and reviews. He's a red pill dude. With I did not save this. What the hell? Yo, there is a ball buster video. Oh crap! If I don't find it, found it. Yeah, this shit hella gay. Yup. MTR is in his early 40s? Hell no. There's no way. Is he? Why do y'all hate MTR? Because he calls out the harm of black culture? I don't hate MTR. Actually, in my opinion, MTR is one of the most he's one of the more tame red pillars. I actually watched MTR on like early on, but I started to kind of like I stopped watching his content because it seemed like the content where he would just talk so much shit about women, it seems like that particular content was doing well. And then I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that feels like this. When that particular content was doing well, when he was just like talking so much shit about women and not holding men accountable, and we have literally seen an example of how MTR does not hold men accountable when he interviewed Aaron the Plumber and he realized that he was a fucking liar, but he decided to platform him without actually doing, his due diligence because he has an implicit bias. So that's kind of why I started to not pay attention to MTR anymore, just because he started to I guess lean more into just talking shit about women. I don't know. Nah, yo, I mean, look, no disrespect to him, to his age, because I thought he was in his like mid 30s. Like if he's in his 40s, oh, I mean, shit, good for him, because he doesn't look bad, no homo. Let me see, South Sun, what's going on, man? Can you play Aaron the Plumber song? Yo, I can't play it without laughing. I really can't. Speaking of Aaron the Plumber, man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So we're gonna start off with Aaron the Plumber first. Because apparently he posted a video that is entitled Zeus Network. Wait, am I recording? Yes, I am. Thank God. All right. Anyway, Aaron the Plumber posted a video that says Zeus Network is dangerous. Don't underestimate them. And let me give another quick shout out to Logix, because he told me about this video, and apparently it is just super crazy, and he's unhinged in this, so I can't wait to watch it. But before we get into that video, there's something else that I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm not gonna lie, I owe Aaron the Plumber a little bit of an apology. I do, because you know me, I like to do Aaron voice, my name Aaron the Plumber, and you ain't qualified. You guys know I love to, make fun, just just like give Aaron the Plumber these jabs, right? And I always made this joke saying no one ever seen him plumb shit. Well, I came across a video where he was actually plumbing some shit, and I am surprised. Like, look. The man is working. Look, I don't know what the hell he just did. Wait, who the hell is that? What is going on here? Who are you? And why are you listening to Kendrick anyway? Look, I I take it back. We most definitely have seen Aaron the Plumber plumb some shit. Why is it playing again? Jesus Christ. All right, go away. Go away. Excuse me, Queen. I'll pull out 10,000 right now. He keeps saying that over and over again. And before we even watch this new video that says Zeus Network is dangerous, don't underestimate them, there's a lot that I want to say about Aaron the Plumber, because for some reason there were so many people, like a decent amount of people, coming to his defense under my last video, which did very well, by the way. That shit almost has like 80,000 views. Like, if it doesn't already have 80,000 views. But yo, there are so many people, so many ignorant people too, that are just saying the dumbest shit defending this man. You guys do not really understand who Aaron the Plumber is and why I talk about him in the first place. Because one, he's just a habitual liar. I don't know why I have to repeat myself, but he is a habitual liar. All he does is lie. He's lie. All he does, he's a liar. He apparently is an abuser as well. Yeah, man, he's not a great person. And then I made a video about, and he made an ass out of himself on Pop the Balloon as well. And when I made a video about him, he didn't like it, and he decided to DM me and basically threatened to sue me on Instagram. And I still haven't been sued. What, has been like 170 days now, maybe less, 165, I don't know. But I'm still very much unsued, like I said in my last video. Very much unsued. But people really do not understand that he is a piece of shit, man. He lied. The man lied about losing his job because of Pop the Balloon. He started a GoFundMe for his humanitarian efforts. And then when everybody found out that he was essentially a scammer, GoFundMe took the money back, and he wrote a message under the GoFundMe campaign and was like, dang, our brother can't even get his money on his birthday. He wasn't going to do any. He's his own humanitarian efforts. He was going to spend that money in a strip club or whatever. All right. Aaron is not a great guy. So I was just surprised when there were so many people coming into his defense under my video. But then it makes sense, because the people that are watching this video, they're watching the Erica Mena show with no context. They just know Aaron Plumber for who he is on Erica Mena show without doing any previous research at all. So yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way, because it seems like people really just don't understand why because they say, oh, you a man hating on another man. Yo, no, I call people out for their shit. I call people out for their shit. And I know he about to say some wild shit here, so without further ado, let's just watch this video, man. Let's just watch it.
Need your support. I feel like my life is in jeopardy.
We are 2 seconds into the video. I swear to God. We are 2 seconds into the goddamn video. You better not be asking for money. Anytime somebody say, I need your support, he's talking about money, especially this nigga. This better not be where this is going.
Need your support. I feel like my life is in jeopardy. 2 people that were on Zeus Network are now deceased. Raina Dunlap was on her way to a baddies audition and was found deceased inside of a abandoned building. Jay Hefner, 1 month.
Do any of you know who Raina Dunlap is? Hold on. Raina Dunlap. Said prepare for Maximum Psycho. Family seeks answers after influencer Karen Raina. Why is it taking so long? It says family of missing Prince George's County's woman pleads for answers after a body found in Cleveland. What? I feel like I gotta pull this up now. So this is Prince George, Maryland. The family of Karen Dunlap, a popular social media influencer from Prince George's County, is still seeking answers after her body was found in Cleveland earlier this month. Dunlap, who was last seen in the fall of 2024, left her home for a trip to Ohio but never returned. The 30-year-old, also known by her online name Raina, was discovered in an abandoned building in Cleveland on January 18th. Investigators have not determined the cause of her death, and there are still no leads on what happened to her. Interesting. Okay, so he said she died, and he said Jay Hafner. I know about Jay Hafner dying. Didn't he get shot or something? Wasn't that like gang affiliated? I don't know if it was gang affiliated or not, but I know he got shot, correct?
Building. Jay Hafner, 1 month after filming with Zeus Network, was mysteriously deceased as well. Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hafner?
Okay. Let me stop you right there, because I kind of already see where this is going, and I'm sorry, but this is not enough evidence for you to say, oh, Zeus Network is to blame for Raina Dunlap and the other guy. Like, it's literally not enough, because we just don't know what the fuck they were into. Okay, so Logic said, yeah, what's his name? He got into a fight. He got shot. Got you. Yeah, after a fight. Okay. So my thing is that his situation sounded completely different from the Raina's situation. She sounds like she was maybe abducted or something. But you cannot say that you have proof of Zeus being somehow involved. Like, you're grasping at straws here. Like, I feel like you're just trying to create a narrative to gain attention. Like, you don't know this.
I'm not about to be the third person, so I'm going to speak out on this. Somebody's definitely been following me. Mysterious stuff has been happening. Somebody mysteriously drove their car through my living room.
Huh?
Okay?
He said someone's been following him, and someone mysteriously drove a car into his living room. Okay. Here's the thing about that. All this nigga does is lie. I don't know. All he does is lie, bro. Lie. You cannot. Everything that he tells you, everything that he says, you have to be skeptical about 100% of it, because you just simply do not know what is the truth and what's fake. You absolutely do not know. All he does is lie. And you know what? I find this interesting because he just took a picture. How do I know he didn't simply take a picture from the internet and just use this? Because if somebody runs into your house, like, I feel like you should most definitely take a video and be like, look, see, you can tell somebody ran into my house. This is the damage that was done to my house. Am I tripping? Logic's right. No video, just a random fucking photo. I feel like I could find this photo on Google. Somebody try to look for this photo.
Okay? Y'all see they created the distraction. They try to start a beef between me and Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates? What the fuck is he talking about? What is he? Hold on. What is he talking about? Kevin Gates? Do you guys know about a beef between Aaron the Plumber and Kevin Gates? That's so random. Now I feel like I gotta look this up. Aaron the Plumber. Not now. My bad. Kevin Gates. You know what I see? Do you know what I see? I literally see a bunch of videos about Aaron the Plumber making videos about Kevin Gates. That's all I see. That is all I see. Oh, wait. I think I may have found something.
In this video, we got Kevin Gates getting at Aaron the Plumber for how he cock blocked on Jay Hefner when he told Erica Mena, hey Erica, yeah, you know Jay and them two girls, yeah, when they was at the hotel, yeah, they was having sex. Yeah, I'm keeping it real. Yeah, in a real way. Let's get to the content.
Okay.
I don't think he right for Erica. I seen him talking to another bitch, and they went upstairs. And what? Stop jumping in front, dick. Stop jumping in front of my dick. You helped me get this pussy. You don't hurt me from getting this pussy. Oh, bitch ass nigga. If you would have walked off, I'd have been like, I ain't never seen my partner this happy. Whatever you doing, sweetie, just keep it up. You know what I'm saying? He really fuck with you. You doing all this, you dicked out behind a hoe with kids.
I was just trying to show that I stand on business behind my woman. You know, just because she's a single mother, that doesn't mean she's not qualified, you know?
Oh my
single
God.
mothers are qualified for me. You know, I know most men don't like single mothers, but it is what it is, Brodesky.
Aaron, I don't want you near any children, bro. And not because I think that you would do anything to them, just because you're an awful fucking influence.
I try to bring entertainment to the show, and peace and blessings.
Okay, so it really wasn't much of a beef. It's just Kevin Gates made some comments about the show and Aaron reacted. That was it. So there really wasn't a beef per se. And I looked at like a lot of the Google results that just popped up, and it was just mainly Aaron talking about Kevin Gates. That's it. That's all that I could find.
Now, I don't know if Kevin Gates was speaking subliminally, you know, in regards to me after his initial video, but that's the impression that I got. And I thought that a female gave them, because Zeus has been very persistent trying to get my address. I don't know why, because they know I have no interest in dealing with them whatsoever. I had my friend reach out to a female.
Huh? Wait a minute. Wait.
Ask her if she gave Zeus Network my address, and my friend is in his own neighborhood, and 2 hours after asking her, 2 random men come and stab him in the back of his head, and he's now in the hospital.
Wait, time the fuck out. What is going on? Wait a minute.
Because Zeus has been very persistent trying to get my address. I don't know why, because they know I have no interest in dealing with them whatsoever. I had my friend reach out to a female to ask her if she gave Zeus Network my address.
He had his friend reach out to a female to ask if she gave his number to Zeus Network. Okay. It says, hey, Aaron, this is Taja Barber, Zeus Talent Coordinator. Can you please confirm your shipping address? 123 Go to Hell Avenue. And she said, copy. Maybe she was just trying to send you something, dog. That doesn't mean that she wanted your address so that they could unalive you. Are you good? But all right, let's keep going. I'm sorry.
And my friend is in his own neighborhood, and 2 hours after asking her, 2 random men come and stab him in the back of his head, and he's now in the hospital.
I'm confused. Is this the friend that asked the woman if she gave Zeus Aaron's information? Or is this just some random ass nigga? Like, who is this exactly? Who is this? It says, bitch ass nigga stabbed me in my head. Interesting. With no sound. I'm sorry, Aaron, my guy. I'm sorry. This is not enough proof for you to say something crazy about Zeus. This is not enough proof. There's not enough proof for you to say that Zeus is out to get you. This is not enough proof. You're showing photos and videos with no sound, and we don't even know who this guy is. It would have been different if you got on FaceTime with him and you were like, yo, tell that story about how three dudes that had on shiesties and they were trying to stab you and they ended up stabbing you in the head. That would make more sense. But who is this? How do I know this is actually your friend? And how do I know that this incident was in connection to the Zeus Network? Like, you are not providing any proof at all. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This isn't no coincidence, okay? Look into all the contestants' names on the show. They all have Greek mythology. All names refer to Greek mythology.
What the fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything? All the contestants' names have something to do with Greek mythology. So, and I'm willing to bet you it's not even all the contestants' name. I'm willing to bet you that it's just some. And oh my gosh. Like, you were on the show? Aaron I don't know if there is a Greek god named Aaron. Like, what are you talking about? And what does that have to do with anything? So the fuck what?
They all have Greek mythology. All names refer to Greek mythology. Look into that, man. Zeus is demonic. I don't have enough money to go against these people. These people want to harm me. This is an attack on blue-collar workers.
What the fuck are blue-collar workers? What are you talking about? I feel like am I stupid? Are my comprehension skills not up to par? What's going on? Do you guys know what the fuck he's talking about? Blue-collar workers? I keep having to rewind it back so that I can understand.
Look into all the contestants' names on the show. They all have Greek mythology. All names refer to Greek mythology. Look into that, man. Zeus is demonic. I don't have enough money to go against these people. These people want to harm me. This is an attack on blue-collar workers. That's exactly why they're trying to emasculate me.
What the fuck are you? It's like every sentence. It's like every fucking sentence. It makes even less sense. How do you go from this is an attack on blue-collar workers to, this is why they're trying to emasculate me? What the fuck are you talking about? Am I stupid?
In the films that they're showing. Okay, it doesn't even matter. This is deeper than who won the fight between me and Jay Hefner.
Bro, you are the only nigga on the planet that cares about the fight with you and Jay Hefner. You are the only person. You were so emotional about it. No one else is talking about it but you. After it happened, you were crying. You were crying, and you was like, "Man, yeah, I got my ass beat. But I want another try." No one else really cared. You lost a fight, so it's like you lost your fight. He didn't beat the shit out of you. He beat the shit out of your ego. And that's why you still talking about it to this day. But what the fuck is he talking about, guys? Help me understand.
It doesn't even matter anymore. What matters is, I'm telling y'all, I feel like my life is in danger. And I need your support.
You better not ask.
All of this is over. Erica Mena slapped me. I already uploaded the film. You already heard where Jay Hefner said that she tried to slap him as well.
I haven't seen that yet, so I really can't comment on that.
This is and if you look into the Greek mythology stuff, this is some creepy stuff. I need y'all support.
So, I am a lover of Greek mythology. I'm like, what's really creepy about it? There are a lot of different stories in Greek mythology, and I mean, I don't understand. He's acting like Greek mythology is based around human sacrifices and sodomy and all. Nah, that's not the case. I'm so fucking confused here. What is he talking about? And I've studied Greek mythology. When it comes to mythology, like I personally love Shintoism. Like this is the sun goddess Amaterasu on my arm. But I know a lot about Greek mythology, so I don't know where he's getting this from. How would that be perceived as like demonic? I'm so confused.
Ramadan is coming up.
Ramadan.
I want to get back on my spirituality path. I don't want no parts of none of this anymore. I don't want no parts of it. You guys keep me in your prayers. Share this video. Get this message out. Support me. That's the way that I'm gonna be able to overcome this. If you watch a YouTube video, that'll help me. That'll help keep me safe. Any donations that you...
I knew it was fucking coming. I knew it. There was no way in hell he was going to end this video without asking for money. No, not that wrong fucking button. I knew it. I knew he was gonna ask for it eventually. I freaking knew it. I knew he was gonna ask for it. What the fuck? The fuck did I get on my shirt? Deodorant? Whatever. Anyway. Dog, that shit killed me, man. Yes, because, yo, Jennifer, anytime somebody be like, I need your support, when anybody says support, they talking about money. They talking about money, but wait a minute, you can pull 100,000 out the bank, right? That's you.
Have all of that will be going towards my safety, keeping me safe at night. I don't want to work during Ramadan, so anything you guys can do to help me will be a profound blessing. Rest in peace, Jay Hefner. Rest in peace, Raina Dunlap. You guys pay attention.
Okay. If you guys are not aware of who Aaron the Plumber is, and you did not do your due diligence before watching Erica Mena's show, do not fucking give this nigga any money. For the love of God, please don't give him any money. What you are going to do is just enable his bad behavior. Please do not give him any money. Oh my gosh, please don't. He literally has told you time and time again, he can pull 100,000 out the bank right now. Do not give him any type of money. What the fuck? Somebody said audio is low. What audio? I'm low? I'm low, or desktop audio is low? What the fuck, man? And I'm still... This man's talking about Ramadan. I'm so confused here. He started to say Greek mythology is demonic because what? Because the name of the company is Zeus. Zeus was literally the king of Olympus. He oversaw all of the gods. If there is any god that was possibly could be viewed as demonic, I would say that's Hades over the rest of them. I might pray for this man tonight, bro, because I don't know. What the fuck did I just watch, guys? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I feel like I'm harping on this for too long, but I'm genuinely trying to figure out, like, am I slow? Hey, shout out to Chris for the $2 super chat. He said, rumor British meat sleeve Lily Phillips got knocked up. Yeah, I saw. I mean, I didn't want to make a video on it because I was like, yeah, and the sky is blue. Fish swim, birds fly. Yeah. You sleep with multiple men without protection, then you're probably going to get pregnant, odds are, you know? You said Lily's not pregnant. Somebody pregnant. Whoever is pregnant. I don't care. God. Oh, man. But yeah, that's what's going on with Aaron the Plumber, man. I genuinely felt like I was dumb watching that because he kept going from... It's like every sentence, it was something that made even less sense. It's kind of impressive if you think about it. I can't do that even like while I'm joking. Like that's wild. Anyway, all right, let's get off Aaron the Plumber. Pause. And let's go on to, matter of fact, let's go on to it. Before we talk about MTR, let's watch this Abba and Preach video because they made another video about that Casey Redbeard dude. You guys know who I'm talking about. The PDF file. The dude that said he dates teenagers. Jail. You know who I'm talking about. Jail. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That dude. Yeah, no, we got to talk about him. Apparently, they made a new video about him, so let's see what they're talking about. And I turned up the audio, so should be a little better. Let's see here.
Boy, do I love being an average-looking white guy here in Latin America.
Ooh.
Boy, do I love...
Guys, just hold up real quick. I just want y'all to really just look, guys. Oh my gosh. Guys. If this isn't Officer Doofy with a red beard, and this guy, he's a passport bro. It's crazy because he really doesn't understand that these women that he's meeting up with, they only want him because he's either paying for them or they know that he has money. Wow.
Love being an average-looking white guy here in Latin America.
Average white guy? Okay, let's be honest here. You feeling yourself a little bit. Just an average white, sir. You are the most unique looking white guy that I've seen ever before in my life. No homo. Unique. That's a better word.
Beautiful.
Am I right, chat?
I mean, look how beautiful this girl is. She's like a 9 out of 10, and she's all over me like a feminine, sexy little kitten. Boy, do I love being a 6 out of 10 white boy dating in Latin America. I mean, look how beautiful this girl is. She's pretty much a perfect 10, and she's all over me like a sexy little kitten. Sexy little kitten.
Oh, God. Oh.
So if you guys don't remember this guy, this is the guy who likes only dating teenagers.
I'm 36 years old, and the girl in this video is 19. And the reason why I like younger women is because they're a lot more impressionable.
A lot more impressionable means they're easy to manipulate.
And malleable than older women. For example, you can see this girl has a nose ring. Well, she had a nose ring. That's right. By the third day, I was already able to convince her that piercings are dumb, and she got rid of it. She also had some tattoos on her lower back, which are scheduled.
Wait. Wait. So let me tell you. Oh my gosh. So this guy. How do I put this? Okay. You had to go all the way to a different country to find a woman with no piercings, no tattoos, or a woman that was willing to get rid of it for you. You had to fly to another country and pay money in order to get that because you couldn't find that in the United States. Bro, maybe you just creepy. Maybe you're just deplorable. You know? Because those things are not really out of the question. You just kind of have to look for it.
For removal as well.
But now he's in Colombia in this video talking about how he's with a 9 who's not a 9. God bless the girl. She doesn't deserve any strays, but
Abba being petty. Abba being so petty. I wouldn't give her a 9 either. Yo, shout out to Elbert for the $12 super chat. Watts, he's right. You didn't hear the girl purr for him. Ugh. Jesus.
at his ass.
Listen, guys, if you want to have success in dating, take my advice. Either date foreign women in the U.S. or go overseas like I did. The typical woman raised in the U.S. is no good. Let me know if you agree in the comments.
Bro, if that's a 9, I'm a 9, nigga. I'm not gonna lie. If that's a 9, I'm a 9. 9 out of 18.
Still a 9.
Still a 9. Still on that scale, yeah, I'm a 9, bro. Yeah. God bless her though. She
look good.
She look like me.
Oh yeah, I ain't say she was ugly. I did not say she was ugly. I would not have given her a 9. I am watching a bunch of unseasoned, non-dancing white men that are getting taken advantage of, and they don't even realize that they're getting taken advantage of. So these men have more than likely paid money to come to these parties just to get finessed by the women here. Because they don't want you for you, dog. They want you because you got money. Oh my God, that is such a sad sight, man. It's a bunch of fucking incels in one room dancing with all of these foreign women, and they all think that these women actually want them. I low-key feel for them, but then again, not really, because like, how does one become this stupid? Like, how?
Pay like 10 grand to go down there, learn to talk women, go to these parties, these penthouse stuff. Then they hire the prostitutes to come in, and these guys try to have game with the ladies.
This motherfucker's like, "Como tu te llamas, yo no whore."
Guy sells courses. Essentially what he does is he takes over other people's Tinders and their dating profiles, and he messages women for them, and then he sets up the date. So they don't actually do any of the dating stuff. That's his entire business plan.
Interesting.
What's been the biggest benefit of using this service for you so far?
I mean, for me, really, it's saving time, being able to not have to text girls or handle 5 conversations at a time.
You know, came to...
Wait, so what's the goal here? Is the goal just to smash, essentially? I mean, if that's the case, that's cool. But is the goal not to have like a partner? Like, you just trying to have multiple women? Like, what is the goal? Because you're saying that you don't even want to fucking talk to them. Like, so why? If you guys are flying all the way to a different country in order to just have sex, then yeah, you're fucking pathetic. Like, you are fucking pathetic. You could, it'd be cheaper if you go to fucking Compton and find you a hooker. I don't know if there's any hookers in Compton. I'm from Virginia. If you go on Jefferson Davis, all right, you find yourself a $3 hooker. Do that. It would save you a lot more money. That's crazy. You're doing the same thing. You're basically doing the same thing. You're paying for it. Like, these women are not going to want to maintain a relationship, like not a real relationship. If they do, it's going to be strictly because you have money.
He put on a lot more of his videos. This guy is incredibly bizarre. Aside from the bad hair transplant he just tried, apparently he got run out of Colombia for, running underage parties and allegedly for traffic. So that's why he's in Brazil right now, and he's staying out of Colombia because things got a little bit too hot. You guys.
Okay, so he was messing with, allegedly, he was messing with underage girls in Colombia. Jail. I knew it. I knew it. When he made that video and said, I like to date teenagers only, I knew it.
Want to see the article to that? I try to link it. It's in Spanish, so try your Google Translate. But that's what's alleged about him and why he's in Brazil right now. The Redbeard guy's like, look, Aladdin. And the girl goes, ah. And then he looks at Fresh. He goes,
this nigga black. Like,
Mas nigga.
Oh my God. Yeah, these are your red pill dating coaches. Let's go.
Everything is so fucking awkward.
I'm sorry. Bro, if you just literally change these girls' skin color and make them look like they're from the States, everyone would look at this from the same community and be like, look at these whores.
Yes!
All of a sudden, they got brown skin and it looks like Brazil.
They're not doing anything different that a girl from the States would do. They're all dancing, partying, drinking. How is this any different? But I'm willing to bet that the argument would be, oh, they treat you differently. They know how to treat a man, blah, blah, blah. They don't talk back. They don't do this. They don't do that. But the lengths that you have to go in order to find this is, I find, so pathetic. So pathetic.
Everything's acceptable. They're so feminine. These are the exact kind of women you want to meet.
Yeah. You know the feeling you get in the world, and here are two. If you want to go on a 30 days, about 20.
Help me. I need help.
If you were meeting all these wonderful women and they were really wonderful as you said you wouldn't meet that many. You would meet one and you stick with her and you're like, yo, that's that girl.
Isn't that basically what I said?
You getting all those girls?
Am I your sugar daddy? Everyone in the comments always says, those girls only want you for your money. Is that true? You only want money, just money. In your body.
You're paying. It's okay. It's all right.
Yo, this dude is gross, man. There is just something that is just so nasty, but it's like I just watched a fucking naked mole rat that got mutated, that stepped in the ooze that Aaron the Plumber stepped in, and it grew to this size, and it's just going to country to harm these women. And he's just coercing them. He's making them think that he has all this money and they're falling for this, but they don't even realize this is a giant fucking naked mole rat.
Only want money, just money. In your body.
You're paying. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right. Bro. I don't care if you're paying. It just tells me that your classes are garbage. That's it. The ones you want to bag, you can't bag them. And it's okay. It's all right. Don't lie.
And in case anyone's wondering, yes, a lot of them are prostitutes. A lot of them in the article were paid to go to these.
So you went to, what did I say? You could have went to anywhere in the States where there are prostitutes and you could have gotten one yourself. What did I say?
Parties to be there with the rich people is a chance to get some money. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. This guy flies people from the States, sells them on an idea. They come to these penthouse party where there's like 36 women. Why do you think the women are there? Because they want to party with some old white geezers who can't dance?
Chat. Oh no, chat.
Because they want to party with some old white geezers who can't dance?
All this man is doing He's not moving his hips. The man is literally just fucking crouching and going up and down. What the fuck? That looks so bad. Like look at this. This does not look smooth. It doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. He just looks awkward. You can tell he doesn't know what to do. You can tell he's never had like a woman that he thought was like just super attractive. You can tell by the way he acts. Like this is like, look at this shit, man. He don't know what the fuck he doing. His hands are going off. Like, what are you doing?
Of course not. They're there because it's an opportunity for them to make some money. That's it. Hey, crazy. These guys always make fun of the idea of like women doing sex work. But who do they hire when they come to these events and try to get men to come through and have game?
Whores.
So what happened to all these guys?
Hostbusters.
Yay! Isn't it a bit ironic that they spend their time hating on these women
And turn around the curtain.
and then when they have to run a party, who do they hire?
It's like, guys.
That's pretty good.
And you realize that the red pill is just made for these kinds of women. The only women who would ever accept their kind of life.
What the fuck did I just see?
And you realize that the red pill is just made for these kinds of women. The only women who would ever accept their kind of lifestyle, even temporarily, are these ladies.
They're not accepting.
Yes.
It's transactional. Remember the thing that they didn't want to have?
Yeah.
The transactional?
Yeah, they want a burning desire. Ain't that what the start of this whole thing?
Yeah, that's the start of this whole thing.
Because if you guys don't know
debacle.
the lore is,
Let's go.
We had a disagreement with Fresh and Fit originally because I said, listen, some people want the ex workers. Why? Because it's efficient. You don't have time, so you'd rather just hire a woman. And then these goofballs were arguing, no, never pay for these women. You should never be around them. Only go for women who have genuine burning desire and chlamydia.
I say this, right? So this is something that is going to come down to the person's nature and what they really want out of life.
Yes.
And not every guy needs game. You're right. However, for you to live your best life while you're here, you do want a burning desire.
Can you explain to the people why they shouldn't be paying for box? Why guys shouldn't go down that road?
The problem with paying for box is when you only do that and you lose your ability to seduce women naturally. It ruins your sweat.
Woman in the chat. To the women in the chat. Is there any part of Casey Redbeard that you think would be able to seduce you? Please, for the love of God. Is there any part of Casey Redbeard that would be able to seduce you guys? Is this, you want a pasty, red, naked mole rat?
However, for you to
be paying for box, why guys shouldn't go down that road?
The problem with paying for box is when you only do that and you lose your ability to seduce women naturally. It ruins your swagger around girls. I don't care how much of a young 20.
We saw you around young women. You have no swagger, bro. You have no game. You have nothing. You just look like an awkward white boy that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. What's good, Roshan? What's up, Angel?
One high testosterone playboy you think you are, you're ultimately going to want love in a relationship. Even Myron, the most cold red pill guy in the world, has a loving relationship. Isn't that 9 bajillion times more fulfilling than just running through a bunch of hoes?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, hell, when I deal with 304s, it makes me appreciate my chick even more.
So then they started.
I'm so confused. When I run through 304s, it makes me appreciate my girlfriend way more. Like, what is the logic behind that? What are you talking about? If you have to fuck other women in order for you to appreciate your girlfriend or your significant other, you might be with the wrong one. Because I never felt like that I had to hook up with another chick to fully appreciate my wife. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hanging out with these ladies, right? What ends up happening? Fresh gets exposed. His first girlfriend's a sugar baby. The second one's a sugar baby. Myron likes hanging around these ladies. Cool, whatever. Then every other red pillar who runs these big parties that are supposed to be so luxurious, all the women who show up are ex-workers.
Yeah.
So stop.
They literally, you guys remember that the yacht situation? Well, the yacht situation was really a ferry. You remember when they threw that yacht party? Yeah. they advertised that it was a party for OF girls and content creators, but you're advertising to OF girls. If you talk about how horrible they are and how deplorable they are, then why are you going to put your fans around them? That's something that I never understood.
Stop trashing people that you're using. Like, you're using their services. It doesn't matter if you use them or not or whatever, or if you, but the fact that you're trashing that and on the same side doing that, it's crazy work.
It's crazy.
It's crazy work.
I just, and like, what you think those ladies want to dance with those old geezers?
No,
they don't.
Oh, like, fuck really? No, there is no way this girl wants to dance with this old ass nigga. God damn, he looks like he takes Tums before he goes to bed. Fuck no.
He can't dance zero rhythm having white dudes who came in for a weekend? Of course not. They're there because they have a chance to make some money. Those women are there to make some bread.
Yeah, for sure.
But what happened again? Women with desire. I thought these guys knew the truth.
Come on now, B.
But moving past that.
Yo, shout out to Albert again for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Damn, thank you. I mean, shit, Watts. If a man wants something warm next to him in bed, ain't nothing wrong with throwing some dough just for some cat. Let people live. No, I'm okay with that. If you want to, look, if you want to pay for it, pay for it. That is completely fine. I'm not even against you doing that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Hey, cool. I have nothing to say about that. There are people that would actually rather prefer escorts because, for one, it's sometimes if you go through like an agency, it could be safer. And I mean, you're less likely to have your business leaked out there as well. So I have no problem with people using escorts and all of that. I really don't care. It's just the fact of when you are using escorts and you're trying to convince others that you aren't. That's what I don't jive with, because this guy, Casey Redbeard, is basically trying to say, oh, you shouldn't spend money on box. You shouldn't do that. But that's exactly what he's doing. But he's trying to make it seem like that's not what he's doing when that's exactly what the fuck he's doing.
I just think it's funny that all I heard was these guys
yes,
complain about Western
adult women.
And they go to these foreign countries and get them women who dress the exact same way, dance the exact same way, and behave the same way.
Like, he's from Miami. You think there's not no Brazilian in Miami?
Right.
There's no, like, Colombian in Miami?
300,000?
What the fuck are you talking about? So you're telling me that the girls in Miami don't want you, but all of a sudden you go to Colombia and they want you?
They want you. Yeah, no.
Fuck out of here.
I am convinced. Now I'm convinced. Passport bros are just broke dudes who want to be able to feel like rich dudes when it comes to it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It has nothing to do with the state of Western women. It has nothing. They just feel like they can't measure up. They can't get no poom here. And the ones that they can get, they feel like they can't afford the really nice hot. That's it.
Exactly.
So they like the feeling of going to these foreign countries and spending 50 euros.
How?
That's it. It's all about that.
Thing is how to feel and look like a high value man without actually being a high value man.
Exactly.
So that's what I call a resort. You know what I mean? Put the whore in resort. They go there for 1 week, 2 weeks with they save cash. They look like a high value person for what, 1 week and everything's up. When I used to go to Cuba, I look like I'm balling. I really look like I'm balling. I go to the all inclusive. Woo! Let's go. Cerveza, how much? $2? King. Buy this whole club cervezas. Let's go. Yeah. Una presidente para ti, una presidente para ti, una presidente para ti. I felt like the Spanish Oprah. And then after that, we go out here and there. What? How much the bottle? $10 US? Let's go. Let's pop. So you feel like you're a high value man.
Look, see, Frankie said in the chat, bro, you either pay for box indirectly or directly. I'd rather pay them to leave and on to the next one when I feel horny. See, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Yeah, I have no problems. Yeah.
Conquistador.
Oh, conquistador, papá. Ya tú sabes, okay? Hey, soy el mero güero, papá, okay? But when I come back here, I go back to my 9 to 5. Hello, Mr. Happy Rogers. Yes, I get your account as past due. That was me for 51 weeks per year. But that 1 week, hey, what?
Do you want me to get your cigar?
Please, go ahead, give me 3. How much? Hand roll. Right in front of me, give me 3. Let's move it right away, okay? Yo soy el mero mero, papa. Okay? I'm the one.
Bro.
Hilarious.
You want a presidente?
Yes, sir.
Turn the conga line.
Wait, where's the horse?
Hey, it doesn't
Okay,
matter. They're gonna come soon.
I personally think these events are essentially just Comic-Con for Johns and Horse. That's it.
God
this is their
damn.
own little convention where they get to all pretend like they're something they're not.
Yes.
That's it.
Makes you put a little shirt.
Yeah.
You put a little shirt. You unbutton that thing here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Some pants, some sandals, a little hat. Cause you bought the straw hat that I made with the palm tree leaves, yeah. And then you walk, and you feel, and with a cigar in your hand, you feel like a motherfucking pimp. You ain't nothing. It's cool. It felt good. Whenever you go to that resort, they serve you. You know what I mean? You leave $2.
But when you come back, it's back to fucking reality, man. I cannot agree with Preach more here. That is exactly right. That is why every time I see a passport dude, I was like, oh, you just want to feel like something that you are not. You couldn't get that in America because you're deplorable, you're detestable. So you had to go somewhere else because they don't see you for somebody that's corny. They see you as somebody with fucking money. I can't agree more.
Y'all, thank you very much. You feel like a don. You feel like a don. That week cost you what, $2,000? But you have to go back to pay back for it. And that's cool. That's okay. But it's really just a way to really want to feel like a high value man without even being a high value man or whatever the hell you call it.
Enjoy your sex tours.
Yeah.
That's what y'all there for. Enjoy it.
C'est vraiment ça.
But call it what it is. You're not looking for a wife.
No.
You're not looking for women who are feminine, submissive, all this other stuff. Because I'm going to tell you guys something you may not realize. Okay? But women in these countries, they're not submissive. They're not meek and quiet. They're not. I've spent most of my young life in Africa. I spent most of my life around people from foreign countries. The women in those families, they're outspoken, they state, and oftentimes they run the house. The man might have the final say, but the women run the house.
100%.
So this idea that you're gonna leave these like boss babes in the West who are too much and go to these countries and find these submissive docile is not real.
Nah.
Go to most parts of Africa. Go to most parts of Latin America. You think Latin American women are just sitting there being like, oh, yeah. That's not their personality. I'm not saying as a whole, but this whole like stereotype that they're living up to that they think they're gonna find.
I don't know
there,
where the fuck they got this from. I don't know where they got this from. I don't know if they're obviously purposely trying to spread a false narrative or they actually think that this is true.
You go to Eastern Europe, yo, those women are tough.
Yep.
They present feminine, okay? But if you spend enough time there, you realize, yo, they got backbone. They will say no to things. They will take assertiveness if they have to in situations.
You're going to see that the niet comes fast.
Yeah.
It comes fast.
And the reason being is because they have to. These environments are tough. If they're not, they're going to get taken advantage of.
Now we talking to men because we saw an example of men, but the ladies, you do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, but you do it for actually you do for the diff, but same.
You
right? The man want to look like they feel like a don. The girl want to feel like they loved.
Yep.
They want to feel like they are catered to. But these men are not like that. They like that to get the pum pum to get a little money.
Said, my wife is Puerto Rican. If I talk to her like that, I'd be put on a shirt. Yeah. Yo, I believe it. Matter of fact, yo, TJ, if you do that, bro, I'll be the first one to give you those ghetto ass wings that everybody posts on Facebook when somebody died. Yeah, I'm gonna give you those wings, bro. I got you. Put it on some t-shirts.
Decide to get whatever or not, but sex tourism is sex tourism for the man, for the ladies. You're just looking for different things, but at the same time, it's the same.
You go to Latin America, these women have to work tough jobs to make ends meet because life is tough. They see crime, they see dangerous situations. Yep. You think they're soft and docile? That couldn't be further. That's why even when I asked all my immigrant friends, I'm like, yo, who was the more outspoken one in your family's? Like, I think 75 to 80% of them said their moms were. The women were as loud as the dudes in almost every single family I know.
My dad.
You go to North Africa, listen, women in North Africa, God bless them. They ain't taking shit lying down. They'll fight you tooth and nail for every moment. That's just the way a lot of them are built. That's how they're raised. You go to different parts of Asia, a lot of them are like that too. So that's why this whole like feminine, docile, submissive thing that they keep selling, I'm like, Is that really what you think women in Latin America are like? But I digress. What is your experience, or what are you
No,
thinking?
you think I'm not gonna repeat what you said. You said it.
That's been your experience too?
Most of the men buy peace, so they shut up and buy peace. The girls are the women are the one that be talking, doing that talking.
Yeah.
Talking, jumping off your ear and stuff. They're not. Yeah, they're not.
I think it's hard to be soft and docile, like I said, because these places are dangerous to a degree.
100%. They have to.
Who's that? Chantil? Yo, you say you never heard of a passport, sis? Look at my last video. Look at my last video. She is a passport, sis, for sure.
Either way they are.
So they're enforced by that environment. But I don't know. That was just an observation I had because I keep hearing these guys talking about feminine, docile. All this. I'm like, bro, that's not what they're like at all. All of this is just a sex trade. Y'all want to have sex, so you pay for it, and just be honest.
And the fact that you got to go to a different country to pay for it is crazy.
Yes. But the way you advertise it, you better than other people. Come on now.
And you gotta want to shit on like Western women. This guy's constantly talking about, like, oh, women in the West, and you got these girls in like bikinis twerking and doing to reggaeton. Like
they doing the same thing. You crazy? They doing the same.
Oh,
thing.
these women are very feminine. The ones who are throwing it back to Daddy Yankee and shit. They trash the women here in the West. Then they go to these things, and when they run their party, they have women twerking the exact same way.
Passport bros.
Bruh.
But you're just not good. Whatever.
What?
It's just done.
But not to gloss over the other part, the fact that he was being investigated for trafficking, that one isn't surprising either. These guys go to these places, they get these women who are incredibly young, some underage. And he denies the fact that they were underage, but according to the police reports and the stuff that they were investigating, some of them were definitely underage and they came forward.
Hold on. Snake Eyes, what? Snake Eyes says, I'm not taking any advice from these goofies. These dudes had a boat full of vagina and did anything with them females and was dancing with dick. I don't know what you saying here, bro. I really don't.
Not surprising. A lot of these women will try to jump in the trade even when they're 15, 16, whatever, because they're trying to make money for their family
Or they're
themselves.
pushed to jump in the trade.
Or they're pushed and pressured into it, for sure. So, yeah, if you need to enter... And also, isn't it crazy that it's so many of the same types of people who get investigated for this kind of crime?
Yo, what's good, Zeno?
But anyways, anything else?
Oh.
All right.
No.
Let us know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On February...
That's crazy. Look. I don't even know why I feel like I have to say this. Guys, just don't try your best to not be passport bros, okay? I find it very sad and very pathetic that these dudes feel the need to go to a different country just to get some vagina. Like, that sucks. I would say just work on yourself. Matter of fact, I would give you the OG red pill advice. Work on yourself. Go to the gym. Get a better job. Get some money, work on how you approach women, etc., etc. But you saying, nah, fuck this. I'm going to just go to a different country. You are just a lame ass nigga in another country with some money, and some of the people there just don't know any better because they don't know you. They don't realize that you're a fucking lame just because they think that you have money. But, man, good God. Just please try not to be passport bros, okay? Just for the love of God. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to talk about, we're going to get into the Myron Gaines and MTR beef or whatever the hell is going on. The only thing that I know that it's basically what it's centered around is Kevin Samuels, because apparently Myron Gaines had some comments about Kevin Samuels. He got a lot of backlash for it, and apparently MTR was relatively close with Kevin Samuels, and yeah, apparently Myron just said a bunch of unfavorable shit, which, I mean, just isn't really too shocking, but let's see what's going on here.
for his recent comments in regards to the late Kevin Samuels. I want to give you guys my perspective. Kevin is not here right now to speak out for or defend himself. So I'm going to give my perspective of the reality of the conversation, because history will not be revised on my watch. The truth will be accurate. So let's talk about it. Without further ado, for quick context, this is a live stream conversation on the Fresh and Fit platform. There was a bunch of content creators up there. They were talking about the fall of the manosphere and solutions for it, but there was also a specific topic about the black.
This is easy. We talking about the fall of the manosphere? Bro, fucking Fresh and Fit, Donovan Sharp, Rollo Tomasi, they're all responsible for the fall of the red pill. Honestly, I would say that Fresh and Fit are numero uno. They're responsible for the fall of the red pill, because people are now associating red pill with being literal fucking Nazis. So yeah, they are the sole responsibility of the red pill falling. It basically falls on their shoulders at this point.
Manosphere. Myron postures something in regards to Kevin. Let's watch.
One thing, right? And I really
hold up. You got Fresh and Fit. I forgot this jackass's name. What is his name? Shit. Angry Man. Don't know who that is. And Rollo Tomasi. Jesus. This is a sad circle jerk here. This is very sad.
dislike to even say this, but the truth is the truth, and I kind of had to say it. The reason why the Black Manosphere died, right, is simply because Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on.
The reason
Get the fuck out of here. Okay, first of all, I'm not even a huge I'm not a Kevin Samuels fan. I really didn't pay I didn't even make too much content centered around Kevin Samuels when he was popping. I really didn't. I have no opinion about Kevin Samuels, but to say that the reason why the Manosphere it has been on a decline is because of Kevin Samuels, because of him not essentially pulling some people along with him for the ride that's bullshit. Like, God, these guys do not know how to take any type of accountability, bro. And how can you say that when didn't Fresh and Fit work with Kevin? Didn't Kevin essentially shot them out at some point? I could be mistaken. I'm not sure. But I know they used to work together. And I also do know that they stopped fucking with each other, but I didn't know why. But yeah.
An entire community of content creators or things that they talk about died is because the man that was seen as the head of it didn't put his people on. Let's listen a little bit more.
I'm gonna be honest about it. He became famous. He blew up. He didn't, extend the ladder back and put his guys on, and it died.
He didn't extend the ladder back, and it died. Also, I'm just confused here because Myron said the Black Manosphere. Are we talking about the Black Manosphere or just the Manosphere in general? Because I never heard of just the quote Black Manosphere. I just only heard of the Manosphere. But I've never heard of the Black Manosphere. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what happened.
Sure.
Once he got into the mainstream, he didn't bring anybody up with him. And that's the cold hard truth. I hate to say that shit, but it's
wild.
The truth. And for us, we adopted a little bit of different mindset where
sorry, I'm pausing a lot, but I just have a lot of thoughts because I don't like this notion of, when you make it, you should pull everybody up with you. You have no obligations to anybody. The fuck? If you made it, you made it. If you want to pull people up with you, I think that's great. I think that's dope. But who the fuck said that you had to? Who said that you had to? And to say that's why it died, no. I think the Manosphere is on a decline specifically because of these two fucking remedials.
We're going to blow up and we're going to bring everybody up that came alongside us. And
I'm gonna let him speak, but understand the context of the conversation. This is not, they were friends and they were collaborators and they were planning on doing good work in the future. They were ops. Kevin did not bang with the Fresh and Fit platform, and Fresh and Fit did not bang with Kevin. Now, to get into the history of why that happened, we don't have time here within the scope of this conversation within the.
So Logic said, "Oh, it's O'Shea, lead attorney, AMS, except gotcha." So they are essentially the Black Manosphere. I mean, shit. If we just using O'Shea, I don't know about the lead attorney because I haven't seen any of his content in a while. But if we just talking about O'Shea, O'Shea is still doing well. Matter of fact, he's doing well, making fun of these two fucknuts.
Content, because I want to address his specific points about it all falling and crumbling because Kevin did nothing to bring others up with him, which is categorically incorrect. But it's not coming from a perspective of friendship. They were ops. They were not cool. And in fact, Kevin was creating studios down in Miami to directly compete with Fresh and Fit.
Is that true?
But let's hear a little bit more of his thoughts and then let's get back active.
I've seen, everyone go off on their own and, build really successful independent channels. Everyone here is well over 100,000, where, before that was unheard of in the manosphere.
Now, what's interesting is that he talks ill of Kevin of not bringing other content creators forward, but you just said that there's other content creators that are tied to you that have independently built up their own platforms. Now, would you be pulling people on your platform, Myron, if they haven't individually built up a community of people beforehand?
The answer is no. Yo, shout out to Albert for the $12 super chat. Thank you, man. He said, "Okay, Watts, this is probably my last super of the night, but am I going to hell for sitting back and enjoying the implosion and the downfall of the Red Pill community? Of course you are." Shout out to Albert. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Thank you so much for all the super chats, bro. I appreciate it. It's a big help.
Would you or would you not? Let's keep going.
Right. So I think from this point forward, right, sticking together and doing periodic podcasts like this where guys are able to comment on culture, current events, etc., because things are changing rapidly. Every year, something new is going on, right? 2020, it was a TikTok boom. 2021, it was a pandemic and dealing with that. 2022, oh shit, Trump is going to run again. Like, every year there's like a new thing going on. And the thing is with the Red Pill, it's not just women. It's the truth in general, right? You can apply it to so many different endeavors. So that's what I noticed was, the one thing on the Kevin Samuels legacy that I wish he did was put on his people. And he simply didn't.
It's absolutely wild to me that no one is up here challenging the things that he's saying in order to give perhaps a different
Wait a minute. Time out. Logix, you said something about O'Shea. O'Shea talks about Kevin Samuels in such a positive light, right? I don't know this for sure, but I would find it very fucking hard to believe that Kevin Samuels did not shout out O'Shea or anybody that he was working closely with. Like, they seem to be like this. Like, they seem to be close. So Myron is probably just talking here. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Perspective, but I think that there's incentives not to. And this is actually part of the reason of why I try to keep to myself as much as possible and just create. Because I actually agree with Myron there when he's talking about that there's a lot of things changing. We need community. We need a team. Absolutely. But I do think as a content creator that there's inherent bias for you not speak up or against someone that you collaborate with if you vehemently disagree with the bullshit, or at least not publicly address it. But now your image gets caught up in the things that they are saying, just like the images of everyone up here is being caught up for not calling out or chastising the things that he is saying. Nevertheless, let's address the elephant in the room, being that Kevin did nothing to bring back up others up on his platform is categorically untrue. I won't even speak about all the content creators, at least right now, that he spoke about, but let's just take me for an example. Kevin shouted me out on his platform an uncountable amount of times. And
I didn't even know that. So is that not Kevin, like, bringing other people up with him while his platform is growing? Like, MTR just said Kevin shouted him out, and he didn't have to fucking do that. He did not have to do that.
In fact, you're going to see comments right below this video of people saying that they found my channel out after watching KS. And I never asked for a shout out. I never paid for him to mention me or anything odd like that. It all just came from him understanding my brand, what it was that I was trying to offer from a entertainment or education perspective, and he decided to call me out. Also, let me bring this up as well. He actually had a whole stream where the name of my channel was the topic. Let me bring it up. For all of those that may forgot, this is actually still active on his channel, but he called the stream mediocre at best. Sound familiar? And while obviously this is a play off of his average at best viral video, he utilized first name on my channel and was quoted multiple times within this saying that modern women today might need some mediocre tutorials and reviews. And I even said it down up in here. You'll see this comment from 3 years ago. Fantastic stream. And I appreciate the references. Shout out to the Godfather. And what you guys don't know about this is that Kevin actually reached out to me via DMs. It was one of the first times that he ever reached out to me. And he said, hey, I want to use your title name within the stream tonight. You cool with that? And at the time I was like, hell yeah, if you want to utilize my ish. I throw it up on stream right now, but I think it'd be tacky for me to show DMs between Kevin and I during that time. But
excuse me. Shout out to Chris for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Myron, the fall you speak of comes from your numerous blatant hypocrisies, grifting, and non-stop repeating of the same tired talking points. I couldn't have agreed more. Thank you so much, my guy, for the $5 super chat.
he ain't have to do this. He ain't have to leave my comment out for people to go up, click on my profile and see what I am about. Shit, he also shouted me out when I had cancer. And he ensured that when he wanted to reach back to work with others, to continue on pushing the brand forward, to get it in front of people's eyes that would not normally look at this content, he did. I have content with Kevin that's on the channel. Shit, he planned an entire trip where we went to Brooklyn to go visit the Zuniga brothers in order to look at their operation.
Okay, so yeah, Myron is just talking. If everything that MTR is saying right now, then yeah, Myron is literally just yapping. Like, I hate when people say things and they aren't necessarily sure if it's true. Like, you cannot comfortably say that this man did not help anybody else out or help bring anybody else up when you were not with him 24/7 hours of the day. Like, you don't know what he was doing. You don't know who he was reaching out to. You don't even know what the fuck he had planned in the future. So how are you comfortably saying this?
Because the things that the Teaching Men's Fashion brothers are doing for their community, the Latino community, is absolutely insane. So to be able to leverage what they...
Are you knocking on the door? I thought my wife was just knocking on the door.
They have created as a byproduct of what can be created for majority black audience. He was getting us in front of those people to learn. And I appreciated him for that. Opening up an opportunity to be able to learn and informing the beginnings of a team in order to try to help push these ideologies forward that were not brand risk. And there's so many other things that I could mention, but it wasn't just me either. Shout out to the lead attorney, who not only did a one-on-one conversation with Kevin that Kevin posted to his channel, but similar to me, Kevin would often call TLA just to have conversations about the things that are happening within the space. So no, Myron, there were content creators that he selected to bring forward. It just wasn't you.
Right.
But there were those that he did associate with within his past that just weren't ready, or they did not have the appropriate professional image to carry the torch forward. That may be hard for you to understand, but apparently after looking at the history of what's happened over the past 2.5 years since he's passed, Kevin was absolutely correct. The people that were seen as the leaders of this movement.
That's actually a fantastic fucking point. That is a great point, because if you think about it, why the fuck would I want to pull you up, right? Why would I want to give you any type of recognition when you are going on these fucking Nazi tangents? You're talking about a lot of conspiracy theories. If I shout you out, you're essentially attached to my name in some way, shape, or form. Because if I send people to you and you're over here with a Klan hoodie on, they're gonna say, "Why the fuck did you send me to this guy for? He's literally a black white supremacist. He is a Clayton Bigsby, but he's not blind. Like, why would you send this guy? Like, why would you do that? I don't understand why you would send me to his channel." Honestly, that's why, I mean, I'm selective about who I send to, I'm selective about who I shout out and who I send my audience to. Like, I will tell my audience to check out Logic's channel. I'll tell my audience to check out Gadget's channel, because I know and also Random University, because I know for one, they do similar things to me. And for the most part, I mean, I know they aren't they aren't talking, you know, crazy. They aren't saying anything racist. They aren't being reckless. They're not talking shit about women. It's not like they're not taking accountability for things, you know. So I'm comfortable with sending my audience towards their pages because I mean, for the most part, they seem like good guys, right? They seem like good content creators. But if they were Myron's, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, because that would put me in jeopardy.
Have appropriately squandered whatever listening ears that we would have had in order to really impact change. And I'm not trying to say that I've been done the best at it myself, but I guarantee you, if Kevin was still alive, his channel would still be monetized. Shit, it's still monetized right now. And it's because the way that he did it with that degree of professionalism. If you take a look at, for example, outside of all of this, if you try to capture an audience and you have more of a Jerry Springer-esque, or what can be described as that, as the way that you do content via you have, like, let's say a Judge Judy, and let's say that the goal of each of those is to do DNA tests, where you're going to get a lot different audience if you do it in a Jerry Springer fashion as opposed to a Judge Judy fashion. Different type of audience, different type of listening ears, different type of ad sponsors. To introduce something as robust as what Kevin was attempting to introduce, you have to be surgical. You can't go in like an atom bomb in the mainstream and act like that's going to be the way to really impact change. No, it has to be surgical. Kevin understood that.
He simply did it. It's just the truth, and it sucks. Maybe
somebody just said something interesting in the chat. Ashley said Kevin Samuels was about marriage, not promoting sleeping with tons of women. Yeah. Yo, so why would I want to promote your channel if we are not on the same wavelength? Because that's also a good point.
Didn't have enough time. Maybe that was the plan before he passed away. I know that he had something going on, but what I will say is when he did those Nicki Minaj collabs, when he did those big events, there was no shout out to anybody from the sphere.
It's a
Why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would I? Are you serious? And why do you think I'm obligated to do so? You have absolutely lost your mind.
Oracle lie. Kevin actually shouted me out on Vlad TV after I did the Shahrazad Ali interview. He shouted me out.
Yeah, and I didn't shout your dumb ass out, Myron.
Remember him DMing me that he shouted me out after he did the Vlad interview. I think the interview came out several weeks later. But this is just not true. And I'm sure there's other content creators that will have their own examples. Shit, there's other content creator, I believe his name, Obsidian, who became a millionaire after Kevin shouted out his books. So this is just categorically false. And for anyone who just eats this information up, you should know the truth. So again, it's so wrong. It's ridiculous. And at this point, I don't even know why he keeps on bringing up Kevin's name. Let the man rest. But when you understand that Kevin couldn't stand these guys, then you understand where this may be coming from.
And it kills me because like a guy like Donovan Sharp platformed him like 80 times and he never shouted him out. And I always was like, what the hell? Right? And
why would you want to bring up Donovan Sharp of all people? Donovan Sharp is the most narcissistic, misogynistic men within the red pill. Like, he may be one of the worst ones. Has some horrible takes. Terrible. Yeah, Donovan Sharp would not be the one. No. That's bad business.
I was like, we're not going to do that. So I think, we absolutely need to stand united and do periodic shows like this. I know.
All right, so this is actually when he addresses on his own channel, he's addressing the comments after it started to blow up. And he brought up another content creator by the name of Donovan Sharp, and you may not be familiar with him. But Kevin's not alive again to speak for himself, but let me try to think through this. Kevin's brand was mostly popularized within black media, where Kevin would ride for fixing things that were wrong within the black community while also giving strength and power to men. But Kevin was for relationships. He was for marriages. He was for bringing people together. Now imagine if he shouted out Donovan and then they go over to Donovan's platform and they hear Donovan saying things such as black is this, black is that. Now, I don't know if he still talks like that, but if your expectation is that because you work with somebody, collaborated, what does he say, 80 times or something like that, for free, unpaid, whatever, just your time, is your expectation is that now because you've done that, now I have to be able to put you on? People would...
if that's the case, I never want to collaborate with anybody. If that's the case, I would never fucking collaborate with anybody. If you are expecting, don't get me wrong, I understand, like, yo, I did something for you, you could do something for me. Like, I 1000% get it, but that should not be the expectation. It really shouldn't be.
Question Kevin's narrative or motives if someone that he puts on is speaking that negatively about the people that he's trying to put together for healthy relationships. I didn't even think Donovan would disagree on that. I can understand Donovan being upset after collaborating with him for so much, but if you take a step back and you look at what Kevin was trying to accomplish, I think it would make a lot more sense, logically speaking. And I can imagine what Myron would say, all this, everyone's free speech till I die, motherfuckers. That. You could get mad at the platform.
I knew it was coming because that's exactly what I envisioned him saying. Free speech, free speech. First of all, free speech until I die is hilarious.
And the powers that be all that you want. But again, if you're trying to make this amount of change within the world, you have to be surgical, strategic. For example, Kevin got a lot of backlash for appearing to go easy on Nicki Minaj when it was brought up on that platform.
Why would you go hard on Nicki Minaj? For what? You want to have more opportunities like this. So why would you go easy? That's not you like compromising your morals or values. This is you being smart. This is you being strategic. You want more of these opportunities. You don't want this to be the last one because you say some crazy off the wall shit. Like, come on, it's common sense.
Think Kevin cared about that? No. Kevin wanted to get in. Why? Because Kevin wanted her audience.
Right.
Go in there, speak to them a little bit more of how they used to be spoken to. That's strategic. You go in there and you start popping off about how stupid or ridiculous some of their mindsets or ideologies are. You think that's going to make change or get them to listen to the things that you're saying? Be the free speech titan that you want to be. Just don't expect everybody to rock with it. Let's go.
I got a little bit of controversy for saying what I said about, Kevin Samuels. But, dude, it's true, man. It's true. Like, you look at someone like Donovan Sharp, right? Donovan Sharp had him on like 70 times, guys. For those of you that don't know,
and then he stopped
TS
going.
Sharp Reality. Donovan Sharp's been running that show since like 2016. Like, I think he's at like 1,000 episodes now at this point. He's had Kev on like 70 times. I didn't know who Kevin was until I saw him with Donovan Sharp. He never shouted Donovan out. Never had him on his show when he blew up. You know what I mean?
I would
Loser ass O'Shea, he never had him on. Even though the nigga sits there and defends him all day. Never had him on. You know what I mean? So facts are facts, bro. I'll never and then you say, oh, well, he came on your shit.
Yeah, that was before. I could have sworn I heard somebody say at some point that O'Shea's team was working on Kevin Samuels' videos, or O'Shea was working on his videos. I'm sorry, how are you saying this, but you do not know these things? Like, you're talking without knowing shit. Like, O'Shea working on Kevin Samuels' videos, that's a big fucking deal. That's a big deal.
Before he was like super
if it's
big.
true, I think
that was before he was super big. Remember, guys, and another thing too, little thing for you guys, for people that don't know. Fun fact.
It's actually odd because by the time that Kevin came on Fresh and Fit the first time, they were referring to him as the Godfather. So he's saying he's not super big, but by then, I think Average at Best already happened. And he also talked through how O'Shea didn't get put on his platform. They were working together behind scenes. O'Shea had his team editing a lot for Kevin.
I knew I heard it before. Thank you.
But nevertheless, I'm pretty sure that he mentioned O'Shea at least one time, but it doesn't matter. O'Shea's probably going to react to this so he can let you know his perspective. But blaming the Black Manosphere falling because Kevin didn't put whoever you thought that he should get put on just feels like some victim ass shit. People should be able to stand.
He always has this victim ass mentality, and I've been saying that. He says black people have the biggest victim mentalities, but bruh, you do, especially when it comes to the Jews. Like, that's all you can talk about because you want to be a victim so bad. You want there to be a reason for why everything is happening to you. You want there to be a reason, but the reason is you, and you just refuse to fucking take accountability. That's all.
On their own too, with or without a call out from the top content creators. Would Donovan Sharp even consider himself within the Black Manosphere?
Fun fact for you guys. When Kevin Samuels was going viral for saying you're average at best.
Okay.
Do you guys know that he was in Miami when he was blown up on World Star?
Yeah, he was.
He was in Miami. When he did the show with us, He had just done that episode. And then he came to Miami. He had booked the interview with us before he blew up. This is all facts because I remember vividly. I'll never forget this shit. After we did the show, we went to CVS.
Okay.
And he got some Mike and Ikes. And I remember this because he got
the Mike and Ikes. Yo, Kevin Samuels is an old ass nigga. Who the fuck is eating Mike and Ikes? Only a nigga born in the 50s or 60s is eating Mike and Ikes. The 70s maybe. Who the fuck are willingly eating Mike and Ikes?
Red hot chili, the spicy ones.
Spicy ones.
Like I was like, holy crap! I didn't know people eat Mike and Ike's, let alone the spicy flavor.
Old school black dudes eat Mike and Ike's.
And Mike and Ike's spicy, right?
That's wild.
And I remember when I was walking with him the whole time, he was checking his phone the whole time. Oh man, we're blowing up. Oh man, and I was watching his Instagram blow up.
Yeah,
he had 20K guys. When he came on our show, I'll never get this shit. He had like 20K. Like a day or two later,
Malik said, I eat Mike and Ikes. You old.
Or a week later, he had 1 million. Or like a couple 100,000. He had 20,000 around the time he did the interview with us, chat.
Everybody in the chat that eat Mike and Ikes, y'all niggas are old. All of you wear fedoras, okay? And you walk around with canes. Like, y'all niggas are old. And you wear Steve Harvey suits.
Okay.
And he was blowing up that day.
Parabolic.
He had just done that interview.
Yep.
And Malik, I bet you own a fedora. You 24 with a fedora with some baggy pants, all right?
So
shout out to World Star.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, he was eating Mike's.
So what does he prove?
Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak ill of the deceased.
You are.
Yeah, it's already that shit. Sailed.
Bro, the truth is the truth, man.
What did that prove?
You know what I mean? Like he's always gonna go down in history. He's still the Godfather, right? I don't got anything negative to say about him, but the truth is the truth, man. And I want to make sure that before I pass, I'm able to help out my guys as much as I can, if that ever happens.
You say it's blasphemy. Do you guys like those Werther's Originals, those caramel candies too? You like those? Do you guys have those strawberry wrapped candies in the glass jars at your houses? You old bastards.
Right. I don't want to just leave.
Hey man,
and,
fuck you. All right.
People aren't where they're needed.
Young. In here, I'm young. All right. In here.
Where they need to be. Like, I want all my friends to win. I want anyone that has worked with Fresh and Fit in the past, in the red pill space, we're going to bring you guys up too.
Up to demonetization. Okay, but why though? Just because, and let me make this abundantly clear, all right? Just because we have worked together in the past, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to bring you up, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that. I mean, especially if we aren't close, we haven't necessarily built a relationship. Like, for example, like some of the guys that I debated with Logix like a couple of weeks ago, right? Like, we all obviously have a rapport. Like, I do not have an issue with those guys, like, at all. I promise you. But when I get to a certain level, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to bring them with me. They aren't necessarily my friends. Like, I don't know them that well. Like, I can call Logix a friend at this point, but that's about it. Like, so far as, like, content creation goes. Because, not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people that I know do this.
Because if they blow up and they surpass us, great. Then we could go work with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a W for everybody. Like, you look at, like, Andrew Tate, right? Andrew blew up. And, he didn't retract the ladder. He still works with us. He still shots us out, talks about us and stuff like that. So, that's what it's about, man. It's about...
Kevin retracted the ladder from you because y'all started to beef. Now, he's previously admitted to calling Kevin the F word behind scenes. And also, it was very odd to me that he's conveniently forgetting one of the first ways that Fresh and Fit went viral was through Kevin Samuels' participation. And I know this because I did a reaction off of it. Now, my reaction video got almost 1 million goddamn views at the time. But it was when Kevin called into the show to address these women that Fresh and Fit had in the studio. Now, the title that I had for this video is Kevin Samuels Demolishes Feminists While Uplifting Men. This debate
the amount of people that actually like Mike and Ikes in the chat is crazy.
Fresh and Fit is masterful.
not Phyllis Schlafly. She was on our side. When all this stuff came in, feminism, second wave, feminism, I'm a feminist. I believe in feminism. Feminism is about choice.
No, you really
Excuse me, ma'am. Feminism in its true form is about choice.
Yeah, we don't have a choice right now with what's.
No, you have a choice.
And within this conversation, you actually had one of the people that was in the current live stream, as well as Donovan Sharp as well. And I think this is also the stream where Kevin said the famous words, "After your OnlyFans account, Subway will be hiring." Now, this video up on their channel got millions and millions and millions of views. But did he have to call in to collaborate with you guys? And because of which you got millions and millions of views, millions and millions of eyes. But where is this in your description that he didn't collaborate or help anybody? Anyway, this video has gone on far too long, but I wanted to just be able to address it from my perspective in order to cast a different light off of the things that he was saying. But to end off, I wanted to go over some of the comments, some of the public sentiment that I saw within the comment section of this original video. First off, screw Myron. And didn't say none of this while Kevin was still here. Respect Kevin. May rest in peace the way one would like to be respected if they passed. Follow up to that, well, he did a collab with MTR. This person named Jew Bandit. And I mean, this is the type of people that I guess gets attracted to Myron with a photo of what appears to be a Jewish Myron, yet never shouted them out after or before the fact. That's the point that Myron is making. He used to get more views and followers to then not others agree and have said this numerous times. I saw that a follow-up comment to that said, how did he use them? I'm pretty sure people who follow MTR also followed Kevin, and where he responded, bro, are you serious? What's this video about? I come in and say, you're wrong. You're wrong. To Jew Bandit, at which Jew Bandit responds, I was wrong in what? He didn't shout out MTR. Even when you give
it's
people...
literally him. It's literally MTR. Yo, shout out to Tiana Garcia for subscribing. Appreciate you. It's literally MTR. How you gonna tell me that I'm wrong? It's about me. I'm telling you, he shouted me out, but you gonna tell me that I'm wrong? What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, shout out to El Paulino for the $2.99 donation. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh.
The truth, and that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned in this media shit, is that people will take their inherent biases to believe what it is that they want to believe. And even when the person that is involved in the situation is telling you you are wrong, they're still gonna find any and every reason to believe what they want to believe. And that's why I'm gonna leave this video here today. I've talked about this for far too long within this video, but I thought that I'd give ample time to go over the reality. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Media tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, write me your comments down below. I'm sure that the comment section is gonna be lit up with reactions in regard to this. Leave the legacy of those that have passed away. It's actually super crazy that he's saying all of this unchecked, but it would be not right for me to continue to let a perspective of the reality, especially when it revolves with the legacy of Kevin, because I was friends with Kevin, to go unchecked, especially if it's just flat out false. Last but not least, join my men's self-development community. Link to it down in the description box down below. If you have a focus on getting your finances correct going into the new year.
Okay. So that's what's going on with the whole MTR Myron situation. There is something. So something just went viral before I went live, and I wanted to show you guys something, right? Do you guys remember the streamer Extra Emily? Do you remember her? She's the one that had the controversy because she said she wasn't going to pay her parents back for college. And she's obviously a famous streamer with, you know, obviously a shit ton of money. I think she did end up paying her parents back. But she said her parents, like, paid for her college and she's never used, you know, her degree. So people were basically like, oh, you need to do the right thing and pay them back. You literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can pay them back. Well, apparently she's into some more controversy. Let me show you guys what happened. Let me show you guys. I'm not even going to explain it. I'm going to just show you.
Can you name three streamers you will never do a stream with again?
Extra Emily.
That's not true.
Emily, extra. That's 3.
Bruh, Russell, let's not.
Wait. One more time. She knew she fucked up too. She knew she fucked up. Oh my gosh.
Extra. That's 3.
Bruh, Russell, that's not even true.
She knew she
I'm sorry,
fucked up.
You asked me the question and now you're saying it's not true?
Because hello, aren't we not?
She knew she fucked up, guys. And all right, let me tell you guys why I'm laughing, right? I'm not necessarily like angry, but I just think that it's funny, mainly because, like, if we being honest, she did use it correctly. she used it correctly. It was just a response. I'm laughing at how fucking natural it was. That nigga says nigga all the time, in the words of Dave Chappelle. That nigga says nigga. That's why I think, yeah, she used the N-word. That's why I'm laughing right now, because I'm like, how is this so natural for you to say? How is this so natural? You really must say this a lot. Somebody, now I really want to know who gave her the N-word pass. Like, who gave her the pass? Because, chat, look, don't get me wrong, all right? 9 times out of 10, if you are black, please do not say the word, all right? It's just better for you if you don't say the word, if you are not black. But you know, that 1% or that one that's left over is for, like, I don't know why there are some people that just get away with it, like Fat Joe. You know what I mean? Like, we let fucking J-Lo say nigga for I don't know how long, and when I hear those old songs, I cringe. I just heard one today. And I was like, ugh, her saying nigga was weird, and everybody was like, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really upset at it. It's just, if you aren't black, you just probably shouldn't say it. Especially somebody in your situation. You're a famous streamer, you know. I wouldn't say it. You say it too frequently. I don't care if someone did give you the pass. You should not say that. You should not say it for these types of situations where you are live streaming and you say, nigga, you must be out your mind. Like, nah. Just don't say it, bro. Just do not say it. Somebody said 100. Abor said 100K or the N-word pass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody with a brain will take that 100K. But yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, chat. That shit was funny. Like, I died. She said, nigga. And obviously, this is something. So this is different from like a Nick Fuentes saying it, because Nick Fuentes is, I mean, he's a self-proclaimed racist. I don't know Extra Emily that well. Like, I'm not that familiar with her content. I know she does a lot of IRL stuff with, you know, OTK and all that other shit. I'm not super familiar, but I'm not going to say that she's racist. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have heard about that. I mean, I don't know if she is or not. She just said the N-word. Who fucking knows at this point? But my point is, bro, just don't say it. Just don't say it. Like, it was just way too natural for you. I think that's the part where I'm like, oof, way too natural. Like, just don't. Even, y'all remember Pokimane saying that shit? Do you know people still send her this clip all the time?
Nigga, you ain't funny. that's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
But again, I don't know why I find it so fucking fun. Now this one I find funny because people want to keep reminding her about the situation. That's what I find funny. Whew. Anyway, let's move on. I thought that shit was hilarious. But moving on, I have an update on Fresh and Fit for you guys. Before we even start, shout out my homeboy Gadget. So Gadget has basically sent me an update, and apparently Fresh and Fit promoted a crypto trading course run by two clowns, essentially. And it's clearly a scam, and basically it promises ridiculous shit like 10 times your investment. Like, apparently Gadget downloaded the stream, and he posted a thread on Twitter, so we are going to go through this Twitter thread and see what the hell is going on. So you can see here, it says Fresh and Fit. It says Fresh and Fit are desperate, selling a crypto grift. They had two guys who run a crypto course on stream and seem to have an affiliate agreement to recruit new members for them. Let's see how the outrageous promises of high returns stack up. So, for those that are, if they are affiliates, they're like, why would I trust what you are saying? You're literally getting paid to promote their product. So why would I trust what you're saying right now? Let's hear what they had to say.
For those that are unaware, can you introduce yourself to the people, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Dollar Cost Crypto. I've been in the crypto game for 8 years. Started the crypto mindset course in 2020 with Charlie, and we've onboarded over 17,000 people, primarily from the red pill space. And that's been kind of our goal for a long time, is to basically empower the red pill space in this financial revolution that's happening right now. We're in the middle of the greatest wealth transfer in history.
Shit. Okay.
Empower
Charlie,
the
what about
red
you?
pill space.
Yeah, same. I'm the second half to the Crypto Mindset course, co-founder with Miguel. We started this back in September of 2020. Yeah, what me and Miguel do is we make sure that our guys make money.
For those that are unaware, can you introduce yourself to the people, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first clip. These are the two guys that are promoting this course. Gadget says, Myron says that everyone who has joined the 1K course. So the course is $1,000. So he says everyone who has joined the $1,000 course has made money, and you can easily 10 times your money. What the fuck? First of all, you should not promise that you can make 10 times of what you put into something. Like that is an outrageous promise. Also, something my mom always told me: if something seems too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, bro, it is way too good to be true.
And then together, it's the Crypto Mindset course that they have going, which is open now, and you guys can get in now, bro. Literally, everyone that's gotten in this course has made money. It's only $1,000.
Stop saying only $1,000 when eggs are fucking $16 in some places. Stop saying that. It's only $1,000. $1,000 can take you a long way. Okay, in this economy, a lot of people do not have $1,000 to give, and I find it absolutely fucking ridiculous that you are trying to essentially scam your fans just because you have just because you're an affiliate. You are getting paid, apparently. I don't know, that's allegedly. I don't know how true that is, but they could possibly be getting paid to promote this product. Why the fuck would I trust anything that you're saying right now?
That money fucking easily. If people had listened to us and got the course back at the end of last year before Trump came in office, y'all would have made 30%, if not more, on your money. And then together, it's the Crypto Mindset course that they have going.
This says Myron tries to play salesman. He says these guys have made a lot of millionaires and helped a lot of guys. Oh, God.
Just recycle, man, and these guys are here to Get in the course. Link is pinned at the top of all the chats. I dropped it in the Castle Club and stuff like that. This is it's not even really a course. It's more of like a mastermind where you're able, digital mastermind with cryptocurrency, where these guys coach you. The crypto market changes every cycle, man, and these guys are here to hold your hand throughout the process. They've made a lot of millionaires. They've helped a bunch of guys 10x their money.
They made a lot of millionaires. They helped a lot of guys 10x their money. Okay. Myron desperately tries to convince his audience to pay $1,000 to join this course, like an inexperienced, desperate salesman who is struggling to pay his rent. Well, you know what? I'll get to that in a second.
Get into the crypto course, man.
You said where are his testimonials? We're gonna get into that in a second.
And we don't sell courses often. You guys know this. We sell this course more than anything else because we truly do believe in it. Because guys make money on this shit, man. We sell this more than our dating course because we understand that you guys need to make money to.
Let me put this into perspective for you guys, right? He said we sell this more than our dating course, right? Why would anybody else sell a different product rather than their own product? It's because they're getting fucking paid. They're getting paid to ship this shit to you guys, to give this shit to you, to put this in your face. They are getting paid for this. They are getting paid to give you a shitty course. This is shitty. Saying that you're going to easily 10x your money. You can't promise people that.
Bitches anyway.
Shout out to Chad Harvey for the $2 super chat. Sending a $2 super chat just to roast Fresh is hilarious. Fresh is like a raisin. Damn.
There's a reason why we push this course the most. You guys go ahead and say, you guys are snake oil salesmen, blah, blah, blah. No, it's because we understand that having financial literacy, making money is critical to your self-improvement, guys. So we want you guys
Whoa. Time out. Financial literacy doesn't necessarily mean crypto. Financial literacy is, I would say, it's basically like all encompassing, like behaviors, investments, like what you should put your money into, not just fucking crypto. How to save money, which you shouldn't spend money on. How to properly budget. What are you talking about? Financial literacy. This is not a financial literacy course. This sounds like just a simple crypto scheme.
When these guys have made plenty of millionaires in their course, it's a 2-week intensive Zoom call session. It's not a course. What it is actually is, and I want to be clear about this because people think, oh, is this some course I buy and then I go through modules? No, motherfucker. These guys go ahead and start Zoom calls for 2 weeks.
Yeah, once we get through that whole 2-week course, it's more like a boot camp where we did kick your ass with information.
So let me get this straight. So basically, you don't know anything about crypto. You get into this course. You're not going to just give them a course and they watch modules. No, you're going to be on a Zoom call with them for 2 hours, twice a day, 2 days on, 1 day off. And you guys are going to do this for 2 weeks. This isn't a course. It's a fucking boot camp. They're there with you, holding your hand throughout the process. You're talking to them just like I'm talking to them right now. And they're showing you charts. They're telling you what they're buying.
They are scamming. Scammers. Jail. Scammers. What the fuck? Charlie reads 2 positive reviews. I've heard enough. Where do I sign? Not so fast. Let's look at some more reviews of Cultivate Crypto.
My portfolio is finally broken. We've had in that last crypto mindset course, I can even read one or two of these here. This kid had said, I'm currently a teenager and the last 2 weeks of my crypto portfolio has crossed the 6-figure mark thanks to DCAing as much as possible in the crypto mindset courses. Thanks, guys. We have another one here. The guy had said, with this current crypto market pump, my portfolio is finally broken above 6 figures. So somebody who's obviously older. It was a long road in the depths of the bear market. I was down like 70% of my portfolio, but now looking to the moon. Gotta love this community. So we have a lot of guys here who have been.
Couple of things here. Couple of things. You're going to read off 2 reviews and that's it. You aren't going to physically show the reviews on screen. That maybe would have helped. But also, what the fuck are 2 reviews going to do for me? That's not enough for me to invest into your product, into your course or whatever the fuck. That's not enough for me. If I'm paying $1,000, I need to hear more than just 2 reviews. And also, how do I know this these aren't reviews that your friends or colleagues have written up? How do I know that? I don't know that. I'm paying $1,000. I need to know that I'm going to get my money's worth. And also, let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say these two reviews were legitimate and people really gave them 5 stars or whatever, and they said it was great. Let's say that this was absolutely legitimate. What about the rest of the reviews? What about the rest? Are there any? I need to see more, man. Even if those two were legitimate, you're meaning to tell me that you only have positive reviews? I need to see the entire site. Obviously, you aren't going to promote shitty reviews, but still, that's not enough. Like, I'm not going to be like, ooh, 2 positive reviews. Great. So, Gadget, let me go back. Gadget said some reviews for Cultivate Crypto on Trustpilot were over 50% of their reviews have 1 star. Let's see here. 1-star reviews, huh? Would not recommend. The other reviews tell a lot of the story, especially that these guys are basically just amateur crypto traders who got into crypto early and had a good marketing machine behind them, along with good connections on YouTube to help promote their stuff. I eat fresh and fit. They never had any special information that others didn't have. I definitely would not take the course again, and I definitely would not recommend someone else getting into crypto takes the course. To try to be somewhat objective and not all negative, I might make money on the Ethereum. Is that the coin? I forgot. I bought during the course in the next bull, but that's still a big might at this stage. And I've exposed myself to risk in the meantime. I've also lost money at this stage on other information I acted upon from other people running the course. But considering basically every other crypto guru and large crypto groups were saying to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and wait, I can't consider this information to be worth paying the price of the course for. It was about as much of a layup as it gets in crypto. Damn. Let's continue. There's more. These are just some of the negatives of the course I can think of off of the top of my head. In reality, there were many more I'm forgetting at this point in time. Disclaimer, this is solely from my personal opinion or my personal experience. This is not a declaration of fact or an attempt to defame the names or brands of people mentioned. Completely incorrect predictions about Bitcoin 100K at the start of the bull. Altcoin picks / top coin picks being complete speculation and many of them performing horribly. Many I spoke to after the bull was over lost money buying these coins. The model portfolios and bulletproof portfolios further entrenched terrible ideas about owning these coins as anything more than a pump and dump play. Damn. Initially, not giving any attention to Hex and promoting CEL and completely backflipping on both. Generally implying Celsius Network was a safe place to store coins basically all throughout the bull and unnecessarily exposing people to the risk that ended up being Celsius going bankrupt and potential clawbacks for users. Guys. No. Do not, please do not believe any of this. What the fuck? Do not believe any of the goddamn positive reviews. Do not let Myron sell you this course, for the love of God. Please. Matter of fact, with any type of product, you want to thoroughly go through all of these reviews. Like, this is pretty damning. This man wrote a fucking book. This is telling. Wow. Incorrectly calling the bull / bear markets and being so brazen about it. Holding several live streams when the bear market was basically confirmed and completely shitting on their customers and the people who listen to them, saying they need to take accountability for poor advice that was given to them, while also taking zero responsibility for the myriad of terrible advice they gave out during the bull and in the onset of the bear. Essentially said, if you don't like it, fuck you. Wow. What a way to take accountability and sell your customers into failure for guys who preach about accountability and getting results so often. Woo! What the fuck? This is so much. I'm not... Okay, let's just read the end. Overall, could have saved myself so much time, made myself much more money, reduced my stress significantly, and exposed myself to far less risk by sticking simply to buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and perhaps one or two other coins, buying in a bear and waiting until the bull to realize gains. Will not be following these guys again. Shit. Not worth it. Others have already stated the problems with this course and its instructor, so I'll keep it brief. Pros, entry-level crypto instruction. That's it. That is it. Entry-level crypto instruction. Guys, you can learn entry-level crypto instruction on YouTube from a random YouTuber. You can find that anywhere on the internet. You don't have to pay $1,000 for it. Look at the cons outweigh the pros. Unprofessional, often late, had to reschedule multiple webinars, and waited until the last minute to let people know. Major lack of respect for their customers' time. They were very wrong about their overall market prediction, and many customers got wrecked as a result. They refused to take any responsibility for giving poor predictions on specific coins in the market in general, and instead victim blamed their customers for following the advice that they paid $900 for. Well, this had to be a while ago, because now this bitch is $1,000. Okay, so it was a while ago. This was June of 2022. My grandma could predict better. Shit. 1 star. Guys, these are all 1-star reviews. This is ridiculous. No different from any crypto guru or Disney Star Wars. God damn. Saying they have no integrity. Absolute garbage course. Absolute garbage course. Stay away. These guys are real con artists. Not only will you waste $1,000 signing up for their course, but they'll get you to invest in coins that are complete trash. They just talk crap and make terrible predictions about the market. Please, guys, keep safe. Stay away from Charlie and Miguel. Guys, these are all 1 stars. 2 pages is crazy. 2 pages of 1-star reviews. Wow. That's crazy. So that's pretty much what's going on. Some more 1-star reviews for the boys behind Cultivate Crypto. Look at this. It's a shit ton. Like, it's a lot. And I don't know about you guys. When I see a bunch of 1-star reviews, I'm not going to buy the product. If I see a bunch of 1-star reviews and only like 2 5-star reviews, 2 or 3, then I'm going to be like, okay, they had to get their like friends or family to just fucking make up these reviews or something. That's what I'm going to assume. I don't know if that happened, but it's looking likely. The last time Fresh and Fit had these boys on in April 2014, many in the chat were commenting that this was a scam. Myron melted down, called the viewers idiots, told them to stop watching the show, and this was too high Q for them, and this is why they are poor. That's
Doubled or tripled your money significantly.
And if you don't, believe us, or based on the information we've had here on the show, go watch our channels.
If you don't believe us now, you're just a fucking idiot. Honestly, like I don't know what to tell you. Like anyone that's in here in the chat saying scam or anything like that, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Stop watching the show. Like this is too high IQ for you.
I don't understand how they still have an audience when Myron has talked so much shit about his own audience. If you guys are still saying scam, get the fuck out of here. Like this is too high IQ for you. You're just stupid. No, it's a scam. It's an actual fucking scam. All those 1-star reviews, I mean, they kind of speak for themselves, Myron. This is an actual fucking scam. If you see, I'll go back to this example from Abba and Preach. If you see a broom on Amazon and it's 1 star, are you going to buy that fucking product? Are you going to think that product is faulty? The answer is yes. Yes, that is a shitty broom. This is too high IQ for you guys. What? And guys, also keep in mind, like I said before, within this economy, people do not have money to throw away. You are asking people for $1,000 for a crypto course. And 9 times out of 10, when it comes to like crypto courses, anything with crypto, it is a huge fucking gamble, and you are more than likely going to lose money. People do not have $1,000 to just throw away like this. Almost something like, can you blame people for calling it a scam? Can you blame people? No, that's crazy. And I find it so insane that you're trying to sell this to your fucking audience, and you know these guys are full of shit. I would never do that to you guys. I would never. There was, guys, I told some of you this before. There was a sponsorship that was offered to me. I did not take it because I care about you guys. It was not a good product. And I was like, I don't want to promote this. So I didn't. But the fact that you're pushing this scam onto your audience is just fucking crazy. It's why it says a lot about you. And here's the thing. If you didn't fucking get demonetized, you wouldn't have had to do it, stupid. You wouldn't have had to do it, you dummy. This is all your fault. You are literally grasping at straws here, trying to fucking find money because you lost it all. So, in turn, you have to scam your own fucking fans. Yeah, you put yourself in this own position, man. Like, I can't believe, I would never go this low. I would never go this low. Fuck. How big of a piece of shit can you be?
And that's why you're poor.
Yeah, and I tend to give people a little bit more benefit of the doubt, but I know you're 100% right.
Yeah,
So
it's like, bro, if y'all took action back when we told you guys back in January, you would have doubled or tripled your money significant or made significant gains. And it's like, if you're still sitting here saying scam, well, then you're just an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. If you're saying scam, but if you're like, ask people in the chat. I mean, there's a bunch of people in the chat who have.
I'm not telling you how to buy the course or whatever. Like, I'm not saying you have to buy the course, whatever. But for you to sit there and disparage it and say, "Oh, this isn't real or it's a scam," like, fuck you, you're an idiot. You know, you don't have to buy it. You could go ahead and say, you know what, I don't have the money for it. I don't want to do it. Cool.
Well, you can say
but
poor.
Don't sit there. Yeah, or you're poor. But don't sit there and be like,
oh yeah, you're poor. So now you're making fun of people that are poor that can't afford this course. And you're mad because they're calling it a scam. And just because they're calling it a scam, that doesn't mean that they can't fucking afford it. It just means they don't want to spend their hard-earned goddamn money on it.
Well, this shit doesn't work. No, it works, you idiot. Like, literally, man. All right.
Yeah. And we're the only dudes telling you, like, the truth that, look, at some point.
Ha! Nicole said, that being said, make sure that you invest in WattsCoin. That being said, oh my gosh, WattsCoin, guys, I would never. Y'all not gonna, no. I'm not gonna be a part of any type of rug pull. Hell no. Hell no. Conclusion, this man pretends to be a businessman, yet he is resorting to being an affiliate marketer for grifters because it turns out his business model of desperately rage baiting by being a woman-hating Nazi is an utter failure. These are the actions of a man who is desperate for money. Couldn't have agreed more. Shout out to Gadget. Wow. Yeah, shout out to Gadget, man. That's actually insane. So that's what's going on with our good friends over at Fresh and Fit. I can't believe how many 1-star reviews there were. Like, I'm honestly amazed here. Okay, moving on. So this is a video for you, John A. You wanted me to go over a ball buster video? We are going to go over a ball buster video. So apparently, I did not know this was a thing. I don't think. But apparently, did you guys know that there are alpha male boot camps? And they essentially help, or they aim to help men with self-esteem issues. Did you know that they had alpha male boot camps? Let's look a little more into this. John A, I hope you watching. Let me see. Why is this shit not playing now? Hello? Oh. I don't know why it wasn't.
Should not be throwing this little piece around. Through a high-intensity boot camp offered once or twice a year.
You, right? Yes. Are you last?
That includes hand-to-hand combat, water hosing, and crawling across railroad tracks. The modern-day night project.
How the fuck is crawling on railroad tracks? How is this going to help you with your fucking self-esteem? How is being blasted R. Kelly style with a water hose going to help with your self-esteem? How is being tackled by another man going to help with your fucking self-esteem?
Water hosing and crawling across railroad tracks. The modern-day night project makes a promise to men who shell out the $18,000.
$18,000, guys, give me $18,000. I can, I'm telling you, I can fix y'all self-esteem way quicker than what these guys can. For $18,000, you have a conversation with me, I promise you I can fix your self-esteem, my G. And I'm not gonna pour water on you. I'm not gonna make you crawl on any train tracks. All right, I'm not gonna make you do any of that shit. We're not going to partake in hand-to-hand combat. We just gonna talk. If you want to give anybody $18,000, give me goddamn $18,000. I will help you out. I will help you get there. We will build your self-esteem together. All right, because I assure you, crawling on train tracks and fighting, it's not gonna help with your self-esteem. It's just not. I don't know how this is gonna give you any like confidence. Yo, why does the video keep fucking muting? It's so weird. Hold on.
$1 to attend the 3-day program. You'll become better friends, better fathers, better leaders.
They're stuck in a rut. They've lost that fire. They've lost the edge as a man. Suffering leads to those superpowers.
Instructor.
Y'all know what's really going on at these camps? You want to know what's really going on? I'm willing to bet money. I am willing to bet money. All night. All night. These poor women that are married to some of these men that decide to go to this gay ass boot camp. I feel so bad for some of these women that, oh man, when their men come home from this boot camp, they probably walking like this. Because they've been doing this way too much. They walking home like this. Because they sore. I feel so bad. Oh my gosh. Those poor women. Those poor women.
Leads to those superpowers.
Instructor Steve Eckert says the suffering is just one snapshot of a program that strives for a deeper purpose.
It starts off very loud, chaotic, and violent. They're forced to fight each other. After that, they're hugging each other. They're crying.
The common thread for many attendees, he says, is a past colored by abuse and the search for some direction.
How did going through this program help you to address some of those years-long traumas?
It brought to light some of the trust issues that I have in my life.
Licensed therapist Dr. George James weighed the benefits of programs like MDK.
Yo, Felice Johnson would love this program. A program with a bunch of men, and they fondling each other. Felice Johnson would be in heaven right now.
The trust issues that I have in my life.
Licensed therapist Dr. George James weighed the benefits of programs like MDK and said they're not a replacement for actual treatment.
I've had clients that have done really difficult, challenging things, from ultra marathons to Tough Mudder races. I think it's being able to, as a therapist, being able to have the conversation around how does this directly help you to be a better father, partner, man.
Keep going. Since its 2019 start, the project has held 20 sessions and racked up millions of views online and plenty of questions about its purpose.
paying someone to abuse you physically and mentally is the most subordinate trait one can possess. The cringe is real, folks. They could have joined a military reserve. Somebody just said that in the chat. Somebody should have just said that. Somebody just said that in the chat. It's an expensive grift to take advantage of gullible men. What the fuck? Like, I want to feel bad, but not really.
Millions of views online and plenty of questions about its purpose. In June of 2020, a participant died during a session, and his family sued for wrongful death, alleging a failure to provide necessary medical care. Plenty of questions about its purpose. In June of 2020, a participant died during a session, and his family sued for wrongful death, alleging a failure to provide necessary medical care, though the party
Somebody fucking died? You're meaning to tell me somebody fucking died and they settled? So the family of the guy that died, they got money. This company had to pay them. Somebody died, bro? Is this still a thing? Like, are they still doing this? And also, like, I'm really not trying to make fun of somebody dying, but you know, I can just imagine how this happened, right? They could have complained about, you know, having an upset stomach or something. And I don't even know. I'm trying to come up with a random ass scenario or shit. What if somebody had their appendix burst or something, right? Or what if they had appendicitis and they were complaining about it? You mean to tell me you just had a bunch of dudes yelling at you? Stop crying about it, pansy. You can't take the pain. You go home. We don't have any medics here. Nah, I think my appendix is what the. Why do you even have an appendix, you pussy? Like, what a goddamn beta for you to complain about your appendix. And he died, bro. They probably really think that he's a beta. I wonder how he died. That is so unfortunate. Like, this didn't have to happen. You were so focused on making this man tough that you did not take into consideration his health? That's crazy.
Alleging a failure to provide necessary medical care, though the parties settled a few years later. In a follow-up interview, Eckert told NBC News he did not want to discuss the matter due to privacy and respect of an extremely unfortunate tragedy, but added there was no liability.
I guess not. You see this dumb shit? Do you see this dumb shit? There has to be some sort of waiver that you sign before you do this. And if you do this, I'm sorry, you are actually fucking dumb. Go to therapy. This is not going to help you with your self-esteem. Go to fucking therapy, dog. This is not going to help at all. Sheesh. I'm sorry, but it is a dumb way to go. That is a extremely dumb way to go. Only betas have appendicitis? Damn. That's a damn shame. $18,000 for this shit. Man basically paid $18,000 to die over nothing. That's crazy. How you are willing to go through these lengths, like your self-esteem is that shitty, is that poor, to the point where you have to pay $18,000 for men to yell at you and to tell you that you're a piece of shit and to waterboard you. You can give me that $18,000. If you want me to do that, I can do that for you. I could. Hell, I'd do it for $10,000. But that's crazy that you guys would feel that fucking, I don't even know the words anymore, man. I'm just confused. Your self-esteem is that low. Anyway, somebody sent me a video. Oh wait. Yo, what up, Terrence? Here is how alpha camps go. $18,000 is 10 years in therapy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, moving on to the next one, man. This may be the last video that we talk about today, but this was sent to me via Instagram. And this video is about Denzel Sigers. I don't know if that's his name. This is the guy that had surgery to make himself taller. And since I constantly talk about being short and how I'm not ashamed of being short, this person basically sent this in my DMs. It was like, you should really react to this. So let's hear what's going on with this guy.
Nothing too crazy. No. Okay. Nothing too crazy.
So you grew up 5'5",
mm-hmm.
and at age 16, you started to research different ways to get taller.
Yeah.
And there are different ways to do it besides surgery, and you tried some of those ways, right?
Yeah, it was nothing too crazy. Only like when I needed them, like if I was going on a date or something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw in some height and so something. Then I used to stretch and everything because I had scoliosis too, so I was already shorter than I was supposed to be because they said I was supposed to be like 5'9" or something like that.
Okay, so you put.
I understand. I understand if you feel away because your scoliosis screwed you over essentially, and you didn't grow to your maximum potential or whatever. But my guy, this is a crazy transition because we were just talking about self-esteem, and your self-esteem has to be very shitty in order for you to alter your height, for you to wear insoles. Guys, I will say it again. No, your link didn't show. I didn't see it. Guys, I am 5'5". I am short. I never felt the need to wear any type of soles that elevate me. I never felt the need to wear platform shoes. I never felt the need to do any of that because it's corny. If you do any of that, then that means that you don't like who you are. And I love who I am as a person. So this is a person that did not have any type of self-esteem.
In your shoes. And how much would that raise you up?
Not much, like an inch and a half. Nothing crazy.
And you would decompress your spine?
Yes. So, well, that started later. That started as I got older because I started having back problems in the military. Okay. So that just went hand to hand. Like I said, I had scoliosis, then I had back problems in the military.
They let them in the military with scoliosis?
I started using a decompression table. It would just help with my back pain. And the result was like maybe an inch of height in that same process.
And you had a spinal alignment?
Well, I had my scoliosis fixed pretty much.
Okay, got it. So that was an operation just for just for the
to straighten me
scoliosis.
out. Yeah.
Okay, and there was a situation where you had a big crush on a girl.
That was overplayed. So it's funny because that's how it went viral. They used that story. Okay. So basically what happened is they asked, when I was doing a particular interview, this is the headline that went viral, but it was like a guy gets surgery because he got rejected by a girl for being too short. The funny thing is how that story actually worked out, like how it came about. I was asked, had I ever been rejected for being short? And I was like, well, there was one situation.
I've been rejected for being short. I've been rejected from because I was short multiple times. Did it affect me? Nah. I'd just be like, okay, you don't like somebody that's short? I will find somebody that does. And honestly, it wasn't that hard. Like, I talked to a lot of people in college. I am married. I did just fine. I never had an issue in the romance department. Like, I really never had an issue. That's why I don't understand why these guys always complain about how these women only want, tall men and yada, yada, yada. But in my opinion, if that's your preference, I think that's fine. I think you're limiting your dating pool, but I think that's fine because at the end of the day, I have a dating preference. Like, I don't want to necessarily date somebody that weighs more than me. Like, I don't want to date somebody that's like morbidly obese, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's completely fine. If someone doesn't like you because you're not tall, find somebody that will like you for you. It's that simple. Stop being ashamed of who you are.
Where this girl, I was crazy about her. I was in like 9th grade. She was in 12th grade, but she was in one of my classes.
And plus, if I lay on my stomach, then I'm 6'7".
And I used to try to talk to her every day, every single day. And she would give me a little bit of time and attention, but nothing too serious. And there was this trend back when I was in high school where girls go up to guys and they tell them the reason they wouldn't date them. And her and a friend came up to me and they were just like, yeah, I'm too short and too young. And they laughed it off, I laughed it off, whatever. But she ended up giving me a chance later on when I was in like 11th grade and she was out of school. So I ended up getting her anyway. It just took me a couple years.
Did you feel like your height really played a role throughout your teens and your 20s in terms of women and so forth? Did you feel
I didn't even know I was short until that situation with her. I didn't know I had always been, because I hit my growth spurt very early. So I was the tallest, one of the taller people I knew in my peer group until like maybe 7th or 8th grade when everybody else started to shoot up. So I never really gave height thought until that girl told me, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm short. I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, I never really noticed. But when it came to dealing with women, I never really cared about my height. The only time it really, really had an impact is if like I was in a club or something, because I'm like, all right, I feel like I look like a kid in here. Like, you can't really see me. You can't really, all you see is like just this short guy. But other than that, I didn't really have like an issue talking to women or all these different things. Like I said, it really, in clubs, I would just chill to myself. That wasn't really my thing anyway. I didn't really like clubbing, but whenever I went out with friends, like, I'm like, yeah, I just chill at the bar.
Well, you've said some things about taller men. You said taller men are more confident, better with women, have an easier time in life, more successful in the workplace, and get more respect.
So that's funny. I was reciting a lot of things that
women would say to you.
Saying while I was in the center, you know what I mean? Because originally when I went viral, I hated the story, but my team that I was working with told me it would be best to go with the story for relatability or being able to relate to others or all these different things. And against my better judgment, I played into all of it. Like, I played into the story, I played into all these different things, and I ended up realizing that I was creating an arena where I'm basically making it seem short men are obsolete or aren't as good as everyone else. So
all right, I like the accountability here. I do like that he said that he basically put a narrative out there that wasn't necessarily true and he regrets doing so. We can appreciate that fucking accountability. Okay, we can appreciate that. I like it.
So that's when I kind of pulled back. Like, that was never the agenda I wanted to push.
Talking about
to me, it was most of it was a joke. Like, in a sense, like, this whole thing was pretty much fun for me. Like, the surgery, the process, finding myself again, getting back on track, getting my mind back on track. It was fun.
Okay, so you start to research the whole procedure, and it's been around since the 1950s.
Really?
And I guess the military used it when soldiers like got their leg blown off and needed
it came in for different uses. So the military, I used it, and then it was used for people with actual limb discrepancies, like people who actually had that were born with limb discrepancies.
Yeah, one leg shorter than the other.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, because before they used to just give them that one big shoe.
Yeah,
you know?
that little boot.
Yeah, exactly.
But even though it was around, a lot of people still weren't doing it because it was still.
Because you got fucking rods in your leg. Who wants to willingly have metal rods in their legs?
developed surgery and extremely excruciating. Like if you've seen the devices they used to use, it's rough. It's rough.
Okay, so it started in the 1950s.
Mm-hmm.
Then around the 2000s, it got
became
bigger.
more cosmetic. Like they started gearing it towards more cosmetic, opening up the door for people to do it just because.
Okay, so early 2000s starts to become cosmetic. And over the last 10 years, it started to get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to say, okay, I'm going to pull the trigger and actually do this?
So for me, one, I always hated being short. That was the one thing I didn't like about myself.
I
I'm
will
like,
say I do appreciate that he's so open. Like he isn't saying, "Oh no, I wasn't self-conscious. Like I just wanted to do this just because I liked how it how it looked." But he's saying, "No, I was self-conscious. I hated that I was short." I do appreciate that. I will most definitely give him credit for that.
damn, if I was taller, that would be like a whole different world for me, right? I'm like, so I was always
That nigga
wanted
does
to be
not
taller.
look like me, Moosey. Shut the fuck up.
Obviously, like if I'm putting insoles in my shoes or all these different things, I always wanted to be taller. But I'd say the biggest thing that made me pull the trigger, and I've actually kept this story mostly low key, but the biggest thing that made me pull the trigger was I lost all self-respect for myself. Like at that time in my life, like I said, I'm drinking, smoking every day, spending time with this girl that I was with at the time every day, sitting up, eating junk food every day. And
But your height doesn't have anything to do with that, though. It doesn't. You can stop laying up with that girl, go to the gym, and stop eating junk food every day, and stop smoking and drinking every day. I mean, height doesn't have anything to do with that. That's just that's a behavior that needs to be broken. What are you talking about?
I went from being a man in medical school, being in the military, having my own business, doing all these things for my life, having the life that I wanted, to all of a sudden just wasting my life. Like that's very weak. That's weak mentality. That's a weak man. So I'm sitting there doing all this shit with her, and I'm like, and the crazy thing is, before I'd lost respect for myself, the women around me lost respect for me. Like this woman used to worship the ground I walk on. And then I noticed she started talking to me different. She started treating me different. And at first I didn't know what was going on. But I'm like, as I started to look in the mirror, I ain't even like the man I saw anymore. I'm just.
Okay, so now you start looking into the surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to do it in the U.S. is more expensive.
A lot more expensive.
$150,000
God damn.
for 2 surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $75,000 per surgery.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was actually 75 for upper leg and then 90 for lower leg.
God.
Oh, so $165,000.
Yeah. So it was definitely more expensive.
So then you start looking at other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And Turkey, which is like the king of
Cosmetic
all
surgery.
surgeries, it seems.
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
In Turkey, it only came up to a little over 80,000. And that's everything I had to do. I lived over there for 6 months. It came up to a little over 80.
Time out. So not only did you have rods in your goddamn legs, you went to a different country and you had to live there for 6 months. It's not worth it, dog. None of this is worth it.
Okay. So now you got to cough up $80,000. Plus, well, I guess all the living expenses is covered for 6 months. So, but you still need some money.
Yeah.
Right? You're telling me you left the military, you're not really working and so forth. How'd you come up with $80,000?
Well, one, I had money backed up. I had plenty of money backed up. I was doing a lot. I was very ambitious at that time, so I had plenty of money backed up. But when I was on that other dark path, I was into some other things. I was making money in a way that I didn't approve of, but you know what I mean? I don't know what I was going through, but yeah, I was making money in a different way.
Right. So you had 80,000.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How did you feel like actually signing the form and sending over the money? Like, all right, now I'm actually. It's one thing to think about it.
I was excited.
You're excited.
I was, because for me it was like it was a whole thing. Like this wasn't just a surgery.
Yo, chat question: would you judge him less if he got like a meat lengthening surgery? If his meat was too small and he wanted to stretch out his meat, would y'all judge him less? That is a real question.
It was I'm turning my life back around because I end up leaving the girl I was with. I end up letting go the women that I was dealing with because I realized they weren't the women I wanted to deal with. Like they were
I don't know. Like I know he was walking funny before, but I don't know about now. I don't know if it's more fluid. I don't know if he's still walking the same. And I don't know if he's still walking like those alpha males that took part in that alpha male boot camp, you know, when they go back home to their wives because, you know, and they walk funny because of it might be a similar situation. I don't know. They may walk similarly. I don't know.
Me back.
Shut
and
the fuck up, Boosie.
I lost all my ambition, all these other things. And it's not on them. That's on me. That's my fault. But I was excited because I started getting in the gym. I started reading. I started turning my life around, like getting back to who I wanted to be or who the man I was building up to be in the first place.
But can you imagine the excruciating pain that this man went through? Like, you have literal metal rods in your legs. Yo, TSA is probably hell for him. This man, you know how people can sense like that it's about to rain outside when they have like arthritis and shit? I'm willing to bet you money that this motherfucker could sense the goddamn California forest fires that happened this year. I bet you he sensed that 2 months prior, and he didn't even know what it was.
So I was excited. The surgery was just part of all this, but of course, at first, part of me like thinking it's a scam. I'm like, man, I'm finna go over here and lose all my organs, man. I'm finna go over here and be out of, man, all this money. And then I didn't even think it was real. It didn't seem like possible. It didn't make sense.
Had you talked to someone who had already done it?
Nope.
Wow. So you're going in this thing raw.
Yep.
No diddy. Because usually when it comes to these types of surgeries, people usually will seek out someone they know. Oh, you know, I got my boobs done. I got a BBL. I got my hair done. What was it like? You know, so forth. You know,
most of the people that did it like were very incognito.
Right,
like,
they're quiet about it.
Yeah, like even if you go to the company, a lot of people wanted their face.
All for acceptance from women who have no interest in him. That's what I'm saying, man. You doing this to... I mean, I know he originally said that he wasn't doing this. He basically said he wasn't doing it strictly for just women. He's doing it for himself too, just because he didn't like the man that he become. But like, bro, I mean, women most definitely have a part to play. Like, again, if they don't like you, if they don't like you, bro, they don't like you. Like, I don't understand. Honestly, it would be a little weird. It's not like you can go back to that same woman, you know, because it's a little weird. Like, if you talk to a woman, she rejects you, said, nah, you short. But then you go and get, like, a height surgery, and then you come back and be like, oh, I'm 6'6" now. Can we go out? That's fucking weird. That's weird.
Covered. Like, so most of the people that's done the surgery were very incognito. They didn't want anybody to know all these different things.
Okay, so you're going into sort of an unknown process here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you put up 80,000,
mm-hmm.
and you get the plane tickets to Istanbul, Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
You fly over there. You're 26 years old at the time.
26.
Right. You get there, and how soon after you get there does the surgery actually begin?
I got the surgery on my 27th birthday, so I flew out there on the 17th. And I got the surgery on the 21st and woke up the next day.
Wow.
And on my birthday, like with all the devices on me and everything.
Hell no.
Okay. 4 days later, you go under the knife.
Right.
Explain exactly
how Vlad cuts up these goddamn interviews.
What they did to your legs.
So basically what they did it was pretty crazy actually, even to think about it. But what they did is they cut the bone in half, like horizontally, like internally. So everything's internal. They cut the bone in half. They slide a rod in through my hip, and it connects from my hip to my knee, and then they lock it in place with screws, And then there's another device that goes through my leg that's on the outside. So that device on the outside of my
What the fuck? Chat. Oh no, what am I even looking? This looks like something out of Saw. Does this not look like something out of Saw? Oh no.
My leg connects to the device on the inside of my leg, and basically what happens is you turn a key on the device on the outside of your leg and it separates the bone inside your, like it causes the rod to stretch out in your leg, separating the bone further and further apart.
Okay, so you're actually cranking open and lengthening your leg with every turn.
Yep.
Kind of similar to what they do with like teeth, how they widen kids' teeth, you know, get them ready for braces. They put like a little bar in the back and then they kind of turn it once a night.
Wow.
Same kind of process. Okay, because I saw that happen. Okay, so the first surgery, they just cut 2 of your legs, like the upper leg or the lower leg?
Yeah, just both legs. So I just did the upper legs for the first surgery.
So they cut your upper legs in half, put the rods in, and gave you 3 inches?
4.
4 inches in your upper legs. Is there a limit?
Technically speaking, the regulation and the recommended like medical is they highly recommend not going past 3 inches. Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. You decided to highly ignore it.
I did.
And go 4 inches.
Yeah, I did. I definitely, I knew.
They recommended 3 inches. But guys, when someone is 6 foot and someone is 6'1", there is barely any difference. There's barely any difference. Someone said 5'11". Someone that is 5'11" is going to look closer to 6 foot. And you cannot tell. You would have been fine with 3 inches. Bro, you could have died. All of this to make you gain a better self-esteem? Are you fucking kidding me? This is too much.
I was going to ignore it the second I heard it.
Okay, and I guess the hospital was like, all right, you want to do it, we'll do it. Did the doctor try to talk you out of it?
They had their moments, but they know they got a very early sense that I do what I want.
Okay, so you wake up the day later, and now you got these rods in your legs and this little machine on the side.
Right.
Nah, Moosey looked like Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang Clan. Have you guys seen, you guys know who ODB is? That's exactly who Moosey looked like. Dead ass, not even joking.
How painful is it? Or are you just on so many drugs at the time that you don't even know it?
Actually, they have to, like, they can't put you on drugs right away because you just came up from anesthesia.
Kidding me?
So they don't want you to flatline or your blood pressure to drop too low or anything like that. So when you first wake up, there is no pain meds. You're just kind of thugging it out. And it was excruciating, but...
Okay, hold on. Excruciating. Wow. What can you compare it to?
That's a great question.
It's unlike anything I've ever been through, and I've been through a lot. Like I said, I've been stabbed, actually twice. I've been drowned, I've been car accidents. Like, man, I had my teeth kicked in. It's unlike anything.
Life had you
this is worse.
God,
yeah, definitely worse.
Okay. At one point, though, they can give you the pain meds.
Maybe about 30 minutes later.
Okay.
30 minutes to an hour.
So you just had a really bad...
Yeah.
You have a bad like hour and a half, basically, until they kick in. And then you're just on them as you start the rehab.
So they, I personally don't take medication, and I'm a little bit better with pain. Like I've had a rough enough life to know I don't really care about pain.
That's
so
fucking
it was
sad. Like, I'm not even, no joke to go along with that. That's just sad.
It was rough. It was excruciating, but I did turn down a lot of the meds just because of my body. Like I had put my body through all the shit before, like told you smoking, drinking, all these other different things. So I was more so just like, I'm gonna just thug it out. Like,
I mean, were you scared that you might get addicted? Because are these like opiates?
At some point they can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So for me, I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to deal with the constant need for them. And I just wanted to see if I could actually take it.
Okay, so you just thugged it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so now you have these upper legs that have been modified.
Mm-hmm.
How long before you start like working out and walking and so forth?
They were a bit confused because I promised myself when I first got there, like I said, this is like, I'm turning my life around. I'm getting back on the right track. I'm gonna give it 100%. I'm going as hard as I can on every single thing I do in life. I promised myself like I would be up walking the same day. And they were confused because that's exactly what I did. Like, and it was terrible. It was hard. Like, it was, because my feet were completely numb at the time. Like, my body was adjusting to it. My legs were extremely swole.
I can't imagine.
It was a lot going on, but I was like, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna take at least a couple steps. And I got up and I took a couple steps, and I almost like passed out. It was so painful, but yeah, I was back at it the same day. I stayed in the hospital for 10 days, and every day I just practiced like walking, doing laps around the hospital.
I'm sure there has to be some sort of some type of inflammation, right? That couldn't have been good. Like, I can't even believe that they let him do that. Oh my.
And then I went to the rehabilitation center and started working out the same day that I got there.
Okay, so every day you're cranking this thing and lengthening your legs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is the bone supposed to grow and connect?
It does over a period of time. So the rod when they remove the external fixators or the rod or the device that's outside your leg, the internal rod stays in your leg until the bone grows back into place, because in the bone it's already hollow. Like, your bone is already hollow. So they just slide it into the place where it's already hollow. And then when they separate it, where like it's separated, the new bone grows into place, and after it goes into place, you can get the rod removed from inside your leg.
Get the fuck out of here! But also, I don't trust that for some reason. I really don't. Why? Why do I feel like this motherfucker is gonna go run? He's gonna go running one day, right? Everything is gonna be all normal. All of a sudden, he's gonna be running. He gonna be here with his. Hold up, he gonna be all happy. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. Yeah, and all of a sudden you hear it, and then this motherfucker is 5'5" again. He's back to 5'6" just because he wanted to go for a jog. Like, I just have a funny image in my head. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm just going for this run. You know, nothing's gonna. I'm short again. So stupid, man. It's like the cons outweigh the pros, bro.
Okay, it's a 90-day process?
No, the 90-day process is lengthening. The lengthening takes 90 days.
Right.
So the overall process to where you like, it can take, some people have fast like bone recovery, some people have slow. It can take 2 years before you get the internal rod removed.
Aha, okay. So you lengthen it for 3 months, and then you got to wait for the bone to grow together and just meet itself?
Yep.
Wow. How long did it take for your bone to connect and the rods to be taken out?
My rods are actually still in, and that's only because I just haven't cared to get them taken out yet, because you can keep them forever if you want to. But I plan on getting mine taken out only because it's affecting my ability to move around officially in the gym, because I do everything. I box, I do everything. So I'm moving around pretty good, but it's definitely limiting my flexibility, because the bone actually, a lot of people don't know, the bone has a little bit of flexibility to it itself. So I plan on getting mine taken out within the next couple months.
Yo, this guy, man. Shit.
Well, you get your first surgery in 2022. Then 2023, you get a second surgery.
Yeah. After that first 90 days, I did the second one on my lower legs, like 2 weeks after I took the rods out of my upper legs.
So 3 months after the first surgery, you get a second surgery.
Yeah.
Is this recommended, or are you going faster than you should be?
They gave me every recommendation in the book. They recommended that I wait and recover from the first one, then come back for the second one. They recommended, it's actually pretty recommended against the second one, because the lower leg or the tibia is a little bit harder to heal. it's a more difficult process, and it comes with more problems, potential problems as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was a lot. They definitely. It's not like you can't do it, but it definitely suggested, they made a strong suggestion that I don't. But I told them the day that I got there, I was going to do both anyway. So.
Okay, so you get the second procedure done.
Yeah.
Is this part of the same 80,000?
Yeah.
Got it. So the second surgery is done. When you wake up from that, is it pretty much the same thing?
Yeah, definitely. Painful in a different way though, because this one was painful because of all the swelling and there's more muscle and tissue on the upper leg. The lower leg has much less, like where they put the device, they put it here on the actual tibia. So it's a lot less tissue, a lot less muscle in that area, but the pain is very different. But it was the same thing. I told myself I would get up and walk, and again, I did it. I took 7 or 8 steps, almost passed out. Fortunately, this time it was someone there because I do a lot on my own. The first time it was no one there. I was like, "Fuck it."
That's the conclusion I came to.
Whatever happened.
Traylon,
this time
the fuck up. Is the audio really that matching?
With somebody there, so when I almost passed out, he was right there to get me, and I was a little bit frustrated because I couldn't make it. Like, he helped me back to the hospital bed, and I'm like, I wanted to do it by myself, but.
Right. Was he looking at you like you're a crazy person?
They most people think I'm crazy, but the facility thought I was crazy the entire time I was there, because even with the device on my legs, I was walking down the stairs, like I was just risking it. I was walking down the stairs. I wasn't using my walker or my crutches. I was just walking around with nothing. And they were surprised at it, but at the same time, they knew I was a risk because I do what I want.
Okay, now you have. Okay, so at this point, there's 2 surgeries.
Yeah.
Are there more surgeries?
There will be. I will have to, when I get the rods removed from both my upper and lower legs, that's another surgery I'll have to undergo.
So that'll be the 3rd surgery?
Yeah, if you count it. Like, it depends on how you count it, because technically...
each leg is one surgery?
Well, so how it works is you got to get the surgery to get the device put on, and then the external device is another surgery to get it taken off, but you still keep the rod in your leg. Mm-hmm. So I had...
So you got to double it, basically.
Yeah, basically. So I've had 4 up to date to get them put on, taken off, then put on, taken off, and then it'll be 2 more surgeries. So taking out the rods and then taking out the rods.
Fucking stupid.
Okay, and I read that altogether you spent like $107,000, counting everything.
That's what every single thing that went into this though. Like that's what.
He could have invested that money. He could have bought that shitty crypto course. He could have done so much.
Every single investment every single investment I made, the things that I had to do, so pretty much something like that. I don't know the exact number.
Now, being that this is not a common operation, people don't really understand all the side effects because there are
a lot
very serious side effects. And I guess a lot could happen during surgery.
Absolutely.
Bone infection, wound infection, because you actually have an open wound for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
So basically, you just got this open.
They cover it with gauze, but
but
you
if
basically
you take it off,
because
you got this,
What, like when you look at my leg, it's like or when the device is in it, there's prawns like protruding through your leg, so it never closes until it's removed.
This is so fucking stupid.
Now, it's possible for the bones not to heal back.
Yes, very possible.
That's one of the biggest risks.
Mm-hmm. Non-union.
Yeah. And if you lengthen too fast, there's potential for muscle and nerve damage. Because you're basically taking muscles and pulling them apart.
So yeah, there's a potential for muscle and nerve damage.
Cons outweigh the pros.
And they also say that you could have, higher risk for arthritis later in life.
Possibly.
You didn't care about any of this?
No. I've been that way my whole life.
Stupid.
Like whatever it is that I want to do, whatever it is that I feel like, and I've gotten, like, I won't say less. I take risks. If I see something that I want, it's not too much you can say to me to like talk me out of it. I don't know why I'm like that. It's just my mom.
You're actually crazy. You were willing to go through so much pain and suffering just so that you could be a little bit taller. You're actually crazy. You did all of this. This man said you could lose. He said you could lose feeling in your legs, like your bones may not join, like you may not heal correctly. You could get an infection. There are so many things that are telling you no, but you were like, yes, because I want to look 6 foot. No, it's really not that deep. Appreciate you, Fia.
Now, you go from 5'5" to 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to look in the mirror after the 4th surgery? And you're looking at yourself as a 6 foot tall man for the first time in your life.
I don't understand, I guess. But then again, I mean, not everybody. I do realize that I am blessed when it comes to like my personality and the way that I think. Like, I am very grateful for even being alive in the first place. I'm grateful for the person that I am. I mean, shit, I don't care that I'm not 6 foot or I'm not tall. Like, my self-esteem has always been fine. So I guess for me, I just can't fathom when people are willing to go through these type of lengths in order to just simply appeal to the opposite sex or even just make themselves feel better. Like, that's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I look at myself all the time like, oh, man, yeah, god damn, that's a sexy motherfucker right now. I wish I could kiss him. No, I don't say that. Not all the time. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm self-conscious about stuff with my body, too. But it's not that deep to the point where I would need to get surgery, take medication, or anything like that. Shh.
It was real weird because so oddly enough, your mind takes a while to process the fact that you're taller. So you can't actually you'll look in the mirror, but you don't actually feel like anything changed. It takes a little bit of time for your mind to process it. You don't actually, because you've seen it in it's just like a growth spurt. You don't realize you're taller until you get around other people. So I didn't realize how tall I was until I got back out into the world and realized I didn't feel tall, but at the same time, I'm taller than most people everywhere I go. So it's...
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 6'2".
Yeah.
So before the interview, you and I kind of stood side by side, and it's like, okay, we're pretty close now in height. And with me, I'm significantly taller than both of my parents, but that's because they grew up in Ukraine.
Doing all these interviews, man, he giving away all the sauce, because if you want to beat this nigga's ass, all you got to do is go for his legs. His legs ain't shit. If you get into a fight with this man, I'm not saying anybody should go pick a fight and beat this guy up. I'm just saying, if you get into an altercation with this nigga, go for the fucking legs, all right? They're weak. Legs got no type of strength.
I came to America when I was about 4 or 5. I think the diet I had access to here in terms of milk and vitamins and so forth just caused me to grow more than they did. I think. I have no other idea.
Yeah, I definitely think my diet played a part in it because, we struggled a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lower income neighborhoods, you don't have access to the best food. Kids end up not being as tall. Yeah. So now you're 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to learn how to walk again.
Mm-hmm.
You go crazy in the gym.
Absolutely.
I think you actually asked if there was a gym in the studio.
I did.
There's a Planet Fitness next door.
Yeah. So I thought about looking up a gym, but I ended up just figuring it out yesterday. I just spent all yesterday in the gym. So.
Okay, got it. How much time do you spend in the gym?
It just depends on the day. It depends between 4 to 8.
4 to
more.
8 hours in the gym? Get the fuck out of here. What do you do? How do you get money?
4 to 8 hours.
4 to 8 hours.
This is a part-time job or a full-time job, depending on what day you go.
Just depends.
I mean, how do you support yourself if you're in the gym, essentially full-time?
Well, I have, like I said, I'm back into business now, so I have my business going on. I have a few other things going for myself, all legit. I'm all legit now.
Okay.
But I just have a few different things going on for myself at this time in my life.
Right now, like how long ago was your last operation?
Last May or June. 2023 May or June, not 2024.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Walking around, do you walk as well as you used to walk?
Pretty much. Like, the way I walk around, you wouldn't, unless I'm tired, really tired, or I've been sitting down for too long, you wouldn't even know I had surgery when I'm walking around.
Okay, not me noticing, but you yourself. Like walking 5 blocks, exactly the same as before, or a little bit different?
Nah, I'll start to feel my.
He walking like he just shit himself. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to laugh.
Like, my legs will start to feel very tired. My legs are very heavy, mainly because of the rods and the new, so my legs get heavy.
So you actually, you're lugging around the metal rods.
They get pretty heavy.
Aha. How much weight did you gain before and after? I mean, in terms of just...
When I did the surgery, so I was, like I said, I was back on track with life, so I had put on all this weight in the gym every day, like going hard. Did the surgery. By the time from that 6 months, I was eating as much as I could, working out every day. I still lost 50 pounds.
Okay.
So I was pissed. I was pissed about that. That was probably the one downfall for me.
Like, how long did it take from the last surgery, a year and a half ago, to start walking more or less normally?
A year.
A year.
Like, actual normal, a year and some change.
Now, what's scary though, I mean, you were talking about this a while back, is that some people don't take the rehab very seriously.
Absolutely.
And they end up never walking normally again.
That is true.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
You go in to get taller and you end up with the inability to properly walk. And you've seen this.
Absolutely.
Why do you think this happens?
Well, I already knew this would be the case. I knew this would work out like this when I saw a lot of, when I met some of the people, you know what I mean? Their mindsets was a little bit more immature. And I had a lot of maturing to do myself, a lot. But they had a very immature mindset. They didn't look at life, they looked at life as, not as serious. So a lot of people just didn't take rehab serious at all, or didn't do any rehab, which didn't make sense to me. And everybody would think I'm crazy because they're like, why do you spend so much time in the gym? Like, this is my ability to walk. I did something, I know it's crazy, I know. I did something crazy to myself, and no matter what happened, I used to laugh at myself, like on days where I thought maybe I'll never walk right again, I would be so frustrated, but I would laugh because I'm like, that's your dumb ass, you did
so
it.
He's not,
and I just keep.
Okay, so he realizes that this shit is crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, this is what you wanted to do. You knew the consequences. You accepted the consequences. You realized it was stupid. I can't be mad at him. Would I do it? No. But if that's what you wanted to do, hey, man.
Keep pushing, okay, all I can do is keep going and see what happened. But a lot of people didn't have that, mental forefront. They was just like, I did the surgery. Cool, I'm taller.
That's it, I'm done.
That's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is, what I've learned is anything that you do is a lifestyle. People in the gym will tell you, going to the gym is a lifestyle. People in their career field will tell you this is a lifestyle. I have to gear my life around this. So that's the same. It's no different with the surgery, recovery. When you're something like this, the body was never meant to undergo. The body was not. This is traumatic to the body. The body's ability to recover is astonishing. It's amazing. I was a combat medic. The body can recover from some crazy shit, but it was never meant to recover from something like this. So you have to push yourself a little bit harder than you're used to. And they just didn't have that mindset. And it was unfortunate for them, but at the same time, they made the same choice I made. They signed the same paper I signed, so.
These were all men?
Men and women.
Oh, so there are women there as well?
Absolutely.
Really? Why would women get height surgery?
Most of them said something about flight attendants have to be a certain height, or modeling. That's what they said. I don't know anything about that, but most of them said.
A new job, man.
Most of them said flight attendants have to be a certain height, models have to be a certain height. That was the two biggest things, because it was some very pretty women there. So.
Okay, so some of the women were very attractive.
Yeah.
How about the men?
That's a great question.
Someone was. It was different layers. It was different tiers of men there. There were some businessmen, very respectable. There was some very like charismatic men saying like to them, there's just another check in the box. They just improving the quality of life, because we all know you don't need height, but height definitely help, especially like in the dating field or like, the height definitely helps. So you don't need it, but it's cool to have. So some of them was, they was cool, like cool looking guys, charismatic businessmen, successful men, and then
they most
others
definitely
were,
have to be businessmen, because they the only ones that could afford this bullshit.
I won't get too deep into it, but it made sense why they were there.
Okay.
In a sense.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that is beyond severe. I don't think there's any part of my body that I would hate that much to the point where I'm willing to go through something like this. Especially not with me. If I try to get a height surgery, man, I'd probably die on the goddamn table. Hell no. Why would I even want to put my body through this? No, I'm good, bro. I will stay short. I am okay. I don't mind. There hasn't really, I say this all the time, there aren't times where I'm like, damn, I wish I was taller. Except for like those rare times that I'll go to the grocery store and I need to get something from the top shelf, then I got to do the step up grab maneuver. Y'all know what I'm talking about, you fellow short people. That's the only time that I wish I was taller. But no, I have it pretty easy. I can fit anywhere. I'm not short enough to the point where I can't ride roller coasters. Like, I can fit easily on planes. You know what I mean? Like, I can fit anywhere, man. Like, I'm not a big dude, and I'm not tall, so I fit comfortably everywhere. I don't get uncomfortable in cars. I've never had a problem with my height. Has to be trauma. You're absolutely right. Moosey said you want to look like Wemby. Yo, isn't Wemby 7 foot? Why not just love who you are? Chris, I wish everybody had that mindset, but I know that's not simple, man. Not everybody is the same, especially if, like, I think Miss Fortune said it in the chat, like, trauma probably has a lot to play in that as well. Like, if you grew up and you constantly getting made fun of and you getting bullied and people beating the shit out of you because you short, like, that could possibly make you feel a way later down the line. You feel me? It could really fuck with your psyche. So, like, I would never shame somebody because they're self-conscious. I would never do that. It's just the lengths that you are willing to go through, no pun intended, that may make me judge you a little bit. Because don't get me wrong, a part of me likes this guy because he knew the risk. Like, he knew if he died, that was his fault. He knew that if it didn't work out, that was his fault. But these were just the risks that he was willing to take. And I mean, I respect that he's so, like, open about it and he's taking accountability and he says that he's stupid. But yeah, some people are just willing to go through these type of lengths. Watch, I'm gonna keep bugging you to watch the video in resources. Oh, right. Oh, okay, and it's a short too. Great, because I'm about to get out of here. Let's see here. My bad. It's a short. I'm gonna keep bugging you until I play this. Let's see here.
Yeah, put him out.
Also, Terrence, man, just know I can't catch everything in the chat. Like, I can't.
Yeah, put him out, huh? Put him out. Look, Clarence, mate, I can't help you if you can't meet me halfway. So,
my gosh.
I don't reckon I'm cut out for this. Look, Clarence, mate, it doesn't matter how many times we get beat down. What matters is that we get the fuck up and we keep fucking trying. You're right, Donnie. Now, who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Say it with your fucking chest. I'm Clarence Claymore. Show me what you got, mate. Take that. Fucking touch me, cunt. Fuck, mate.
So this
We got a
is
lot
how
of
the
work
boot camps go. This is
to do.
This is what happens at the alpha male boot camps.
Oh, it takes it out of you, eh? All this punching. Yeah. So I still think it's so cool that you're like full on invincible, mate. Like can't feel anything, or I actually I'm punching hard.
It's the Donnie and I've never seen them before in my life. Donnie and Clarence. Yo, goddamn, this is a big ass channel. 2.11 million subscribers. Damn. Well, anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. New videos will be posted, all that jazz, yada yada. Appreciate you. Make sure you join the Discord. Link to that will be in the description. Let's see. Was there anything else? No, I think that's it. So in closing, Aaron the plumber is a liar. Fresh and Fit are still very suspect. And yeah, I will see you guys later, man. Peace.